Oh, and available if you're no. Ooh. Hold up, guys. Hold up. I'm trying to make it. How do I switch it back to the normal how it used to be, like a long time ago? Maybe this way? I'm sure you meant. Who is now turn it back the way it was?
Well, I don't know how to do that.
Hold up.
Somebody fired.
I think it goes this way. Yeah, try this way. And then when you get out, we'll see if it goes back to normal. All right. How's it going?
How are you?
Good, good, good. I was just getting on, and then whenever Aunt Karen was ready and all of them. No rush if you guys aren't ready. I just got on to get on.
I'm folding clothes. I washed so. Say something real fast. Guys, when you add us mods, questions and stuff that you want us to tell Melissa, we are telling her, and she will get to y'all as fast as she can with videos and whatever. We are letting her know.
You, I understand. Yeah, like so. There's probably 100 times people are messaging me, not just me, but then the mods and stuff like that. It's not that we're intentionally trying to ignore anybody. It's a lot, you know. And I promise that one way or another it will get there. You know, we'll get there.
Yeah, so just give us time.
Watching earlier when Karen was on with her,
Mm-hmm.
the way that Karen, she was like prepping Karen and what she could say and what she was trying to stop her from saying.
You want to know? I should, yeah. If anybody's in here that's sending me stuff, the live where she is sitting Karen down and actually coaching her on what to say. Okay, anyways, yep. There's that. Was she doing that earlier? I haven't watched her today.
Yeah, so she was like, Karen. Well, first of all, Karen flat out admitted she doesn't know if he's actually autistic. Like she was saying, basically, she was like, she hasn't seen it, or she said she did, but then she said she didn't. It was just like back and forth. She basically was admitting that she lied, and then she was saying that the reason she lied about the pills or the dosage that she was taking I think she put it in what was it? You guys have to help me out. What was it? It was the Discord or whatever. She was like, oh, I was just lying, and it was because the haters and people were telling me, and I was just agreeing with them. And I'm like, I wanted to go up there so bad and call her out.
Yep. Betty, do you have where she was coaching Karen the other day when they became friends again? I shouldn't say the other day, a couple weeks ago when they became friends again on what's pretty much to say? Like Gabi was saying, but you remember how this happened, and then Karen's like, yeah. Yeah, it was an interview pretty much. Do you, Pippi? Yeah, because I got quite a few. Like I probably 25 videos that I downloaded, plus all the ones that other people have sent me. It's just so much. Okay. I saved the one.
Melissa, I'm gonna stay up here, but I'm just gonna be muted, just reading the comments, just in case anything said.
I have that one. Okay, I have that one. Scams of TikTok. Yep, I have that one. Let's see here. I did find the countertop one. Let's see. I got the one where they go and have schmexual relations. I have a lot.
somebody just tagged me. Is there still the clip of Karen ratting Gabi out?
Oh yeah, I got a few of them. Thank you for the gifts. I found where part of, or it's part of it, but where she's scrubbing her toilet with her toothbrush. I got where they left, how they left their apartment. Let's see. And then when Monique spent, how long was it? Like 8 hours or something on her hair, and she was in love with it. And then how she said that Monique trashed her hair. The pregnancy ones. Sun on the counter.
Somebody's tagging me and Feisty, I believe. Melissa Sue, please tell Aunt Karen how they threw Chloe into the It's the Garden live.
Yeah, she seen that last night. Okay. Yep, she seen that one last night. I got the one where her reaction, I don't know if you've seen it, but her reaction. Oh, it was today? Oh, see, I didn't watch her today, so you'll have to, can someone tag me in it today, or tag me in it? I didn't know it was today. No, Chloe was, was in Rosé's live today. Holy, what the hell? And that must have been after I left. Yeah, can someone send me the clip? Or actually, you know what? I can just go get it. No, maybe not, because her shit's probably not recorded, huh? Gabi put her up there? You hear that, Aunt Karen? Wow.
What happened?
They, Gabi put, Chloe's 10, so Karen's little daughter, in Rosé's live.
Oh,
She handled it amazingly good.
Who got the video?
I know, that's what I'm waiting for. Who got that video?
Melissa, she sent Chloe into Rosé's live to read her the comments that were being said in Rosé's live.
Oh, okay, so it's on Gabi's side, but not like actually in her live, like on the in the box.
No, she didn't get in the box. Chloe didn't. She was just in the comments reading Gabi the comments that they were saying about Gabi.
What the hell was Gabi doing? So it's on Gabi's live. Okay, I got it. Hold on.
I'm gonna drop down. I just came up here to tell you that.
Thank you. Sorry, I should have let you guys finish the question. I thought you were talking about when they cornered Chloe the other day or a couple weeks ago. And yeah, and then supposedly CPS was there today. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that part, but maybe.
I haven't received a call back, but I called down to Cape Coral just to see if the sheriff's department had any record of a visit down there today, and they didn't have any record of a visit.
Yeah, because pretty much from what I gathered, the stuff that she said that was CPS was there for, it was just a vague of what we were talking about last night. It was not, you know, feces everywhere. We never said there was feces everywhere. We said that he got poop when he pooped his pants. That she does hugs right in front of him. That term has never really been said. And then, what was the other one? I don't remember what the other one was. Code enforcement showed up today.
Karen has information on her but never turned it in, somebody said. That's what Karen said. Or Gabi, whichever one, sorry.
He said she went over there to help Gabi clean up that day, and she found the paperwork that Gabi was going to file on her, but Gabi decided not to file it.
I don't know how y'all do this. The comments are like flying.
Mm-hmm.
Gabi has info on Karen. That's okay.
Does anybody remember about what time? Oh, because here's Karen in the box. Yeah, as Gabby's rolling her eyes.
Listen, if you listen, you guys, they will hunt anyone down. Yep. Listen to Nicole. You guys, I know how it feels. My other mods may not have any friends like in real horrible just for them to turn on me. It's just not.
Hold on.
Nothing.
Okay, we'll play from right here.
Alexa, play Beautiful Things. Nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah, what she did is when Cam earlier today, when she got or whatever, not too long ago before she got off, Cam went to give her a hug. I don't know if Karen was there, but I was in bases 3 live, and he went to give her a hug, and she pushed him away, and she shook her head no. And I think she's shaking her head no, like I don't know why, but she does drink Scooby snacks, like mixed with alcohol.
Okay.
What kind of mother drinks Scooby snacks with alcohol in it? Mix. All 3 kinds of alcohol. Bacardi rum, Bombay or something like that. The white bottle, and then the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to let you guys know.
Move on. No, it's just they're. This is what they do. They try to get to them, and then they I hate it. It is not okay to do this. It's just not. This is so sad. I don't understand why they do this. They're trying to get my mods to turn on me. And they're spreading lies, and they're doing stuff that's horrible, like actually horrible, just for them to turn on me.
I'm really disappointed, Jackson.
You're up.
Yeah, exactly what's going on. Right
Percy, you're up.
now. And it's destroying. Like, I can't. Like, this needs to stop. I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't know if she's live right now.
It's not just her, though, but it doesn't matter, Tess. It doesn't matter. Mental health is a real thing.
You can't take it on now. It's respectfully, Millie has to handle her own. So this is about
How
Mel.
much heat my mods get from me. No, she didn't.
Hello.
You know what?
Artsy.
She really did.
Yes, that's me.
Okay. I was like, I didn't know if you knew you were up in the box last time. I said, we heard you say, I'm really disappointed in you, your son's name. I'm disappointed in you too.
Parenting 101.
Yeah.
Friends, whatever. Besides the people that are close to online, okay? And one, if she has feelings, I'd rather her come to me and open it up. Okay? What they're doing to her, me, my other mom,
Thank you guys for the gifts. So I don't want to rewind it again. They're awful to all of us. Nicole, no. No, we are not all awful, honestly. Some people,
I know
yes.
how it feels, and I am not mad that she talked to me. She did not kill the vibe.
Yeah, I'm wondering something happened with Mel.
So, Melissa, we didn't really hear the conversation earlier, but she was live earlier, and Mel, I guess, reached out to her via text messages. Mel seems to be a little concerned about what's going on, and Gabi was telling her, don't let them get to you, don't let them get to you. I think Mel is sitting back and watching all of the communication, and I believe her eyes may be opening up some, and if she's listening in here, I'm going to say, like I said this morning, girl, you need to knees to chest, get away from her. I'm being serious. But that male did reach out to her earlier, and we wouldn't know that if she wouldn't have said her name while she was live. But she told us that she was talking to Mel.
Yeah, Mel, and I've said it before too. Like, we all know that I don't like you because of everything that you've done. But I wouldn't be sitting here telling you to run for your safety. And I say safety because she's gonna get you in a whole bunch of shit, you know, if I didn't really think so. Like, the last thing you need to be doing is taking on, or taking accountability for anything that she's done, because she's gonna make you do it. Get out now. Yes, get out now. Yeah, no judgment. Like, I mean, I get it, you know, it's taken you this long to see. Do it now. Don't be sitting there because your pride is like this high.
That's what I keep saying. I honestly really do care. People think I only care about me.
Plastic bag on the counter. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I say, respectfully, do not get in the drama.
I don't know if everybody's ready. Don't be telling me to play some clips, because right now, I'm on here early, okay? Okay. Y'all, some of you people, geez Louise.
I feel like I should get some popcorn and a pizza or something.
Well, it's like, yeah, I don't understand. Like, I get it, right? Okay, not everybody's here. Yeah. Yeah, 8 Central Time. It's only 7-11 Central Time.
Patience is about you.
And I also see people that are messaging us mods. We're going to let Melissa know, but she has set things that she's doing today, so just give her time, y'all.
Yeah, I was just going to come on here and just kind of chit-chat before everybody came up, so. Anyways, how are you doing? Find out how.
You want it to start officially?
Whenever you're ready. Honestly, whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. Rose, you ready, girl?
Get a rumble, girl.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Y'all tap that screen and get us to 1 million likes, please. Get Melissa to 1 million likes.
Did you guys get to finish watching the video that I played last night? The one with Danny.
That's the one with when Danny was helping out Cam, and she basically was jealous of Danny.
Yeah, pretty much, and then said that if you're not the mom, you're not a mom, so you can't tell him what to do, blah 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 blah. And then said, well, here, you can do it, and then walked or tried to make it seem like she was leaving, and then she said, Cam, I'm leaving, and then of course, you know, he's getting all upset, and then she saves the day.
And you were going to mention like what triggered you in that as well, because didn't you know?
I called CPS for that one, because so she sits there and she tells Danny, you cannot force him to go on the toilet. You can't force him to go on the toilet, right? And then Danny's like, well, he's got to learn. You're never going to know if you don't take him and put him on the toilet. So then she legit tells him, Cam, I'm leaving. You know, I'm going to the park. She says, I'm going to the park. And then, of course, Cam flips out, and then she must go out in the garage or something, and then Cam runs and he locks himself. I'm assuming that's in his bedroom or the bathroom, one of the two. And then she comes, he's screaming like he's hurt. And Danny's sitting there like, gosh, like you could tell Danny didn't know what to do. And so then Gabi comes back in, and when she knocks on the door, Cam thought it was Danny, and so he screams even harder, like, no, leave me alone. And then Cam, it's mom, and then of course he runs to her, and then she goes out there and she lectures Danny like Danny was doing something wrong. And honestly, Danny's done a lot of shitty shit, but at that point, Danny was doing absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing. She was there to visit, and Gabi was pissed. Couldn't handle it because she thought Danny was going to get her to go to the bathroom. Her switch really flipped when Cam did not spit out that medicine after Danny got him to take it. Because the day before, when she gave him that medicine, he spit it out, and she's been having troubles.
Yeah, and I just want to mention there's also a point in that video where she's hugging Cam. I think it's after Danny leaves. I can't be sure. Where she's trying to whisper to him. Do you remember what I'm talking about, Melissa? Where she's
I don't know.
It's just the way she was manipulating him.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. You know, she's very good at that. She whispers things to him and makes him. I found the one I remember when with his haircut, like. Aaron almost got it to the point where Cam was going to let him cut his hair, right? And then she started flipping out, and then it was just a big old emotional abuse with it. And then that's what she did. But then she forces that kid into the shower, makes him shower all by himself, to wash his hair, to wash his body, everything. And then he doesn't do it right or whatever. So then she just forcefully does it. You can tell she's forcefully doing it by Cam's reactions, right? And then he starts screaming, owie, 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 owie. Screams owie, and she said, "It's just soap, Cam." And then Aaron must come home because you don't see him pause it, but it gets paused. And then she and she's grabbing the phone and she's walking out. She's saying she can't handle it. She can't handle it. She can't handle it.
People want to know if you can big box yourself so it's easier to tap.
Yeah.
Lagging or anything for some of y'all, make sure y'all are tapping the screen and then leave and come back if it's lagging for y'all.
Baby doing, Karen?
He's good. Right now, my husband is trying to get him ready for bed, and then my daughter, she's getting herself ready. So we're ready for tonight.
Okay. I'm happy for you.
Okay.
And Karen, while we're waiting on everybody to get their stuff together, I just want to give you a little backstory on Karen because she actually got into my box like 2 months ago. I didn't even know who she was. And she tried to give me the backstory on her and Gabi in my box in my live one night. And I didn't want no part of it. So I told her she needed to go, to her own platform. But when her and Gabi had their first quote unquote breakup, she got into every box that you could think of, telling people that Gabi was abusing her prescription medicine. She was abusing Cameron. Cameron wasn't, autistic and all these things. And now she's back over there in Gabi's circle. And she's telling everybody that, we pressured her to say the things that she said, but we're supposed to believe what she's saying now. So she lied to all of TikTok about, she's the reason why the whole rumor mill is going to start off with, because she had personal contact with Gabi, like real life contact. And she said with her whole testicles that Gabi was doing all these things. So everybody went with what she said. And now she's backtracking because her and Gabi are back in good graces with each other.
Yeah, I got a couple of those videos. I'll show it. But first, I want to show this one video on what Gabi was doing last night while we were all live.
Let's see.
Show this one video. Oh, I didn't mean to turn my. There we go.
The Lord God Almighty. No wonder people do it. No wonder. No wonder. Okay? No wonder people do it.
And she is talking about slush slide. I don't know how people say it on here. She's unaliving.
Slide.
Unaliving herself.
Yep.
And that's manipulation because let's be honest. You can turn off this app as anytime you want. Nobody makes her go live 24/7. Nobody is physically out there trying to get her or anything like that. That is her manipulating her audience in order, yes, for the attention, for gifts, for everything, to make herself look like a victim. Nobody is out here trying to physically hurt her. People are just trying to address what she puts on. As Melissa had so eloquently said yesterday, we are watching a show. We are talking about this show. You are putting it on 24/7, and we are just giving our opinions.
Yep. Exactly.
If I could just jump in quick, this goes all the way back from like 4 years ago. It's the pattern that gets me. She can always tell what she's gonna do. Even when Aaron would take something away from Cam when he was little, like something he wasn't supposed to get into, and Aaron would correct him, Gabi would jump on his ass. Hardcore jump on his ass every time. Ever since he was little, like crawling.
Yep.
Walking. And it's a pattern. She does it. And with the unaliving thing, she has done that as well since the beginning. Her and her sister. Anytime they get too much negative or not enough attention, not enough negative attention, they will pull it. And it's just now, this has been going on for 4 years, but now there's enough heat on her. People with bigger platforms that are allowing people to speak up with what they went through, how they got hurt by her, and it's all coming out because before.
Hello. Oh, hi, Mrs. Johnson. How are you?
Sorry, hold on.
Before, nobody spoke about it. Yes, we would behind the scenes be like, look, this ain't good. You shouldn't do that. And, I'm a firm believer what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. If she did something good, I would tell her. If she didn't, I would tell her. Just like when I tried telling her why I was backing up and she done what she done. Yeah, I don't want to go through that. But anyways, it's a pattern with her. She's always going to get rid of people that have been around for a while. She's always going to find something wrong with one of her mods to try to take the attention off of her for a second. Like when she did the whole miscarriage thing. She wanted to push that under the rug and make sure nobody noticed. But in the earlier days, it was always, oh, I should take a pregnancy test. I should take a pregnancy test, knowing she was taking birth control. This is a pattern that she has done for years.
I also just want to make a really quick point, and I am in no way generalizing what I'm about to say. I'm just going to say this is my experience. I am a 3-time attempt survivor, and when I was attempting, I told nobody.
Nobody.
Not a soul. I just did what I needed to do.
Everyone else around you probably didn't even have any idea.
I had no idea until I was laying in a coma.
Well, the problem is she gets on here after she gets caught up and she makes these, makes people believe that she's doing what she's going to unalive herself. And there are people that are truly concerned and they will call in a welfare check on her. And
she's a victim.
She takes the said welfare check that gets called in and turns it into an investigator down the road and tries to get people charged with aggravated stalking. These investigators don't understand that she's on here portraying that she is going to hurt herself and all kinds of things. And, we've been taught to see something, say something, but now she's using the concern as a weapon against everybody.
Right. She forgets to tell the investigator that a lot of times, and I don't want to say always because that would be kind of wrong, but a lot of times she's the aggravating factor of whatever is happening. Like, you know what I'm saying?
9% of the time.
Right. I know, but I just wanted to be,
It's sad how she even manipulates her child. That is your child. You are supposed to do everything in your power to protect them, not make them your comfort person when you're sad. No, you're supposed to do that for your child. What she did today on live was disgusting. When Cam came up, because she was sitting there with her, like, kind of a side view of her hand on her head, acting like she was getting sad. And then when she was looking at him, and then all of a sudden she pulls him close because she's crying.
Something else I never did.
She uses, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but she uses that boy way too much for comfort.
My kids never saw me break a sweat. when they were young. And I was,
No, like if you're gonna cry and get upset, you normally do that after the kids are in bed or like not around. Like why? Why? I don't understand. Like that's why. And yes, she has said it before. Everything that she does on TikTok is acting. It's all an act. No, it's not. It's not. You could tell that to the frog outside that's jumping around, but it ain't no act. This is really what you're doing. Yes, some of it is when you get up there and bell or howl to the dang moon and try to get all the other dogs in the U.S. howling. I mean, come on now. You have neighbors. Your son is in there sleeping. Like, what is wrong with you? I don't understand what is wrong with her. She needs a psyche
She's a
valve.
narcissist.
Yeah, she needs a psyche valve done. They need to keep her. They need to put. I used to have a friend that lived in Florida, and CPS wasn't even out there that much, and they had her put cameras in her house. Cameras were in her house and in her kids' bedrooms so they could see what was going on at all times. Like,
lucky for us, Gabby does that damn near herself. You know, she keeps that camera, she keeps that live on. You know, so everybody can see what's going on 18 hours a day.
right.
And she gets mad.
But they don't see when she makes him go to his room or go off camera when she does punish him. They don't get to see that.
Yeah,
you know?
I actually got a lot of notifications about that specifically today, because today apparently something about he was, cranky or tried to lift her shirt up, and then I didn't see it, so I can't say, but he tried to lift her shirt up, and she once again, it appears she goes off camera, and so I don't know, and I didn't see it, but.
Well, I was too busy in somebody else's live, rolling on the ground, laughing. Thank you very much. Rolling, like I couldn't even think straight. And the neighbors that live around me were literally, I had to get up and walk away from my phone because I was outside watching. I couldn't. I was laughing so hard I got sick because I was laughing so hard. And then I started telling my other half, like, look, you've got to watch this, girl, because if you have a bad day, it's fitting to turn into one of the funniest things you've ever seen. Like, cancel all the subscriptions. Here we go. And look, I've had a lot of bad days in the last few weeks. And girl, you made my day, and I will say it publicly. You made my day. I haven't laughed this much, and I don't know how long. Like, I'm looking forward tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I am. I'm looking forward to it because the first part of your live, it's amazing. Keep doing you because don't change. Don't let anything ever change you. Anyways, ADD. But yeah,
Okay.
it was not cool today.
Okay. Here's the Karen one. Sorry, I was listening so I could.
No, you're fine.
Have evidence of, both of them might be locked up. I was about to say, Karen, so I've heard two different things that people are saying you've said, so I want to ask you. Did they say that Aaron lives with you? Or did they say there's no Karen that they used my address to state that Aaron lives with me to get more money on their food stamps. And they're trying to say that Aaron went to the DCF or whatever office to pick up his food stamp card instead of having it mailed. You can't go to Maryland Child Protective Place. They mail everything. I have not received anything in the mail.
Hold on. I have Spread Love Pookie I have that person blocked. I have them blocked. Trust me.
Cookie?
Yes,
Might
the
be the
good
good
cookie.
cookie. Okay,
Yeah, that's the
okay.
good cookie. Yes.
Yeah.
Application on my computer. Karen, didn't it say that on her? Didn't you say on her food stamp application when it listed everybody in the residence? Aaron was a friend. Aaron was a friend. Wasn't even put down, Brad. Aaron, if you're listening, that's Aaron. Aaron was your son. What a fucking crappy baby mama you got, huh?
Can I say something about that?
You got as a fucking friend.
Hold on, let
You
me let it
support your
finish.
fucking kid, not Gabby.
I do know in most states, if somebody goes and applies for food stamps, they can pick up the card right away. Like if they've never had a card, they can give them a card right there because it's about the numbers on it, not the name.
Some states do auto print, but not all. I don't know specifically about this one, but some do, 100%.
You're right there, because California does offer that service as well.
Yeah, a lot of them do. They also, some states, not all, but some states will allow you to use their address as a mail address because for the homeless community, that's how they can get their paperwork from them and stuff. So I do know that. So Karen, she may have been lying in that. You have to read between the lines with Karen because half of it's true, half of it's false. But when she gets really pissed, that's normally the truth.
Hey, can I jump in for just 1 second? Thank you guys for bringing me up. I just wanted to bring one video that I posted to your attention, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's an older video, but it's from December of 2023, and it's when Aaron catches Gabi stealing $70 out of his account.
Yep, I have that
And
one.
what's so interesting about that video is if you watch it, Gabi goes to the ends of the earth to try to convince this man that she hasn't stolen from him. And at one point she looks at him and she says, I can look you right in the face. I'm not even blinking. I can stare you straight in the face. And just think about that. If she can look at her partner in the face and lie to him, bold-faced lie, think about how easy it is to just look at a phone and do that. Like everybody that believes all this shit, it's like she's lying straight to your face and she's admitting that she's good at it.
And she stole from her partner. What makes you think she wouldn't steal from you?
That's, yeah. And I pressed Karen so hard this morning. And I'm usually not in there. I try not to comment, but when Karen came in there, I pressed her so hard this morning. I said, can you at least explain what you were talking about when you said she abuses her medication? And she read that and wouldn't respond. And it got asked many, many times. And she just downright refused to answer it. So, I mean, and she did admit she's a liar, but I just think it's really telling that she won't answer that question.
So because when she stopped being Gabby's friend, she probably got no attention, right? So she figured it's better to be Gabby's friend and deal with all this shit than not get any attention. Paid attention is like a drug to people, you know?
Yeah, and you know,
I need her to answer why she had her daughter on there asking her all those questions about Aaron and making her uncomfortable. That's what I really need her to answer.
And you know,
so when I catch you, you should probably catch you on live with and I get on live too, you're gonna have to answer those questions.
You should probably ask her why she's giving her baby's pills to Gabby too.
See, with that, I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't want to get in trouble, but allegedly, I believe that she has to go over there every day because I'm allegedly thinking Karen's scared that somebody's going to call on her and they're going to have to do a pill count with her. So I think she gives, I don't know what her daughter takes, how milligram or whatever, but I believe she gives it to her daily.
Hold on, don't tell me to drop people or anything else. If you don't like the way that the live is being run, you can leave. Sorry.
I believe they're giving it to her daily, so then if they do a pill count with her daughter, they have the right amount that's supposed to be given. Or she gives it to her on certain days, so then it would, if they did a test on her daughter, it would be in her system.
When my son was on medication for ADHD, I was not required to give it to him on the weekend. I was actually encouraged to give him a break over the weekend and let him just be a kid. So there would always be, you know, extra because he wasn't getting it on the weekend. So I'm wondering if that extra is where it's going. And the only reason why it's alleged is because she claims she got her prescription from a chiropractor. And we know chiropractors don't give out prescriptions like that. So.
Okay, here's the video that she was talking about.
Because you sent it to yourself.
No, I didn't.
Really? It's right there.
I did not do that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
It's right there. Don't lie.
I see that, but I did not do that. Unless, no, because the only thing I can think of is... Aaron, I did not... Yes, I see that, but I did not do that. Unless it's hooked up to my account.
Gabi, in order to send money, you have to hit the fucking... It's clear as day that you sent it to yourself. You went in my phone and you sent
$70
to yourself.
I promise you, I did not do that.
Right.
I promise you, I didn't.
Then go on your PayPal, that it says received. Stop trying to lie.
I didn't.
Right. So you took my phone and did something. So stop trying to lie.
Yes, I did, but I can guarantee you I hooked up the PayPal.
I caught you in a lie.
Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it.
Gabi, it would have took the whole fucking thing to that. Because it was $73.03, Gabi.
The only thing that I can think of is that when I was doing it on the Fast Mustang, I must have probably did it on the bad phone. And then when I went to my PayPal, I did link our PayPals together.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
How? It doesn't say it. Stop trying to, get out of this lie. Admit to it. You went into my fucking phone.
I did not
and
do
you
that.
transferred it. Yes, you did.
That I did not do.
It's right
No,
there.
she said bad to the bone.
I see that.
So stop trying to get out of the lie.
Fine, whatever. That's my, I'm telling you the truth.
Right.
I can look at you with not even blinking.
She said bad to the bone because that was their that was the one account's name.
And that right there sums up Gabi as a human. Thank you guys so much for bringing me up. I appreciate it.
You know what, Melissa? That's a she said bad to the bone. I thought she was calling it. She was using a bad phone. That right there is proof. That's proof that money she's making off of that account is going to Aaron's PayPal and not hers.
I actually got a really
because the one account was called Bad to the Bone and the other one was Fast Mustang.
I got a really interesting DM today from somebody alleging that it is actually in somebody else's name. I could send it to you. Just give me a few minutes. I literally just walked in my door, but somebody from Aaron's side or something, but it's not in either of their names.
Because that account made a lot of money.
That's why, correct. That's why she doesn't care when people are saying we reported you to SSI or
Messenger
this,
Live
that,
has run.
and the-
I don't know, somebody. Why? Karen?
Was it Karen?
Yeah. Come back, Karen.
They said, and that's why she's so confident that she's not going to get caught for the TikTok money.
Yeah, come back.
Because it's in somebody else's name.
Yeah. Listen, we got plenty of counts, so I mean,
do.
we can be here all day if you want to.
I got a whole
try to get some
YouTube.
people. We all got accounts. Yep, and then there's a YouTube that can't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen either way.
I'm just going to say this once again, and I know I sound like a recorder, but
okay,
as everyone always says, the truth comes out. At the end of the day, why lie? The truth comes out. You never have to defend the truth. And again, let's not call CPS. Let's not call a police station. I believe she does enough of that on her own to get them to her, and the people that really are trolling her, they do enough of it because we don't want this to be overlooked. She's getting the heat on her, and she don't like it. She's done this every single time. Pretty soon you're gonna find, mark my words, something dramatic's gonna happen. To where she probably has to have like an emergency room visit or something, or she's gonna say something or do something about her sister to get the heat back on her, just to die it down a little bit.
I agree. Some scripted shit is coming to a screen near you. You know, I agree.
And please, please, please do not go into her room. If you're subbed, unsub, go in the Fearless accounts. I'm sure that they're in here.
So that's not going to help anybody.
Villain also has them all tagged on
my account. They may be streaming. Sometimes they'll stream so that it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there may be people streaming this actual live. I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I didn't look.
I know some of y'all want to hear my thoughts. I want to see some of the videos first, and then I'll talk. Right now, I'm trying to put my baby to bed, so I'm. This is a good time for me to watch the videos.
And I could not find. I looked, and I could not find the video today that you played, Villain, where she clearly says that she don't give an F about anybody. She doesn't need supporters.
Is it? I forget. That was after I played the one with you, right?
Well, see, that's what I was looking for. Was the one that you played with when I was in her box, trying to get her to be like, get off the app. If it's that dangerous, get off.
I have it in Dropbox. I'll go look.
Yeah, because I just wanted people to hear that, just so you can hear it, because everything that's being said, and this is one thing that she was trying to push out today, but everything that's being said in here, people have a video of her live with her mouth saying it to prove it, or her actions to prove it. Nobody's making any of this up. It's all videos that she has put out there, lives that she has put out there. So us in
Need some digging, so I can't find it on first sight. But I did the one that I played in my live, right, where she says she doesn't need supporters if you're not going to pretty much blindly follow that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That. Yeah.
And then that people will hear that out of her mouth. That's her video. That's the way she feels and thinks about everybody. It's not. I don't want it, because you can like take a paper and like put it where they can't see my face or whatever if you want, but that's the way she feels. She does not give a shit if you send her money all the time.
She doesn't care.
No, you are just
blind loyalty or nothing.
Yeah.
No opinions.
Okay, I
no
have the one
honest
where
conversations.
She's interviewing Karen right
Okay,
here.
I just want to say something real quick. Gabi is the only one. Gabi and her sister are the only ones that never have the receipts to back up any fucking thing they say. Everybody on this side is backing shit up.
Sometimes it just takes us a minute to get it, okay?
Yep, but we got it.
Yep, I got it right.
And if you're in the comment sections and you are a supporter of hers, people in here are not going to jump down your throat. Just sit back and watch and listen, because like I said, everything that's being said and shown is out of her live in her mouth. So if you sit back and listen,
and it's not AI, Karen.
If you think that you really want a friend that doesn't care about you, just go ahead and give her your debit card number. Like, that's all she wants. That's all she wants. So, all right, I'm going to drop.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Yep.
Okay, this was like a month ago. Can you all listen? Can you all hear it? Sorry.
What happened when, okay, so I got here to Florida, right? Yes. Water? Water? Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Big. You can do that. So what happened when I was at my mom's house and we got from that, all the things that have happened up until now.
Okay, well, you got approved. You're excited for pictures in front of your house. You packed up my house where you were staying. And then, not long after that, my boyfriend that I was currently with helped move down there, move all your stuff up here.
Okay, I read that middle.
Okay.
I missed that part, okay?
So they moved in, we started looking at rooms and stuff, and I came over, helped you organize, you know, things like that, and you guys come a long way in the year that you've been here. Aaron got a good job, now he has an even better job. You know, we both worked, you know, you got Cam in school, you know, he's made friends in the neighborhood.
Right, I got that done.
Yeah. And
so what happened?
Car.
No, that's not first. It has to go in order, like everything that's happened. But yeah,
do the whole order. I know.
That's what I gotta do. Okay, so that's when we were here unpacking.
Oh yeah, not even 2, 3 days.
Get out, Kelly.
Yes, came knocking on your door.
Yep, thinking that I was running away from Illinois.
Yeah, you're running away from Illinois. You told him no, you needed to move because you're having issues. Illinois. So you moved down here because it was.
Yes, honey. Yes, honey. What's up? You need water? Yeah. Do you want more water? I'll get you a bowl.
You needed to paint the walls first.
Correct.
Then you brought all your stuff from your mom's.
Correct. Okay. Yeah.
And that's where everything fell into place.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Do you remember what happened when I know you did right. I kind of do, but I think I'm missing some stuff. And I really remember
He brought stuff, organized the house, and all your lot of stuff.
Supposedly, Gabi is supposed to be interviewing Karen for her upcoming book that she is releasing. However, this is also right around the time Gabi caught wind that CPS might be interviewing Karen.
Things set up with like the school and all the other stuff that.
Have you read this?
I heard you.
Not all of it, but the last couple of so read that.
That's right, it was right before Karen's birthday.
This was like a month ago.
Okay, do you remember what happened at the airport?
Yeah, someone tried to call and say that you were like doing something on the plane.
They were accusing me of some REGS. But do you
Oh yeah, you were carrying them on the plane with you. That's what it was, right?
Yes. Okay, you're good. Okay. Do you know how many, do you know what happened how many hotels did we have to stay in? From Illinois to Florida? Like in that. Was it 3?
3. I thought it was like 2 in Illinois and 1 here before you actually got into your mom's house. So at first your mom was
So
like,
we got evicted.
Right, Britt?
In Illinois. Then we had to move, I think it was 2 hotels. Because we had to.
oh, you got a complaint with the first one about whatever it was.
Yeah.
So I went to a death writers too.
Yeah.
And when your mom didn't want to cook roast, you were going to bring them to my house, so then your mom said, no.
See, I forgot that.
Yeah, because your mom's like, can you bring it up to my house? I'm like, yeah, sure. So then your mom decided to stay there.
Okay.
So Aaron drove down. You got on the plane with him, and he drove down here. And then there was a whole argument about the dog being there and everything.
Okay. Do you remember what happened? with the mods. So remember how I had all these different mods when I was at the hotel? It was Emily. It was I forgot about it. It was Carla. Remember Carla?
Yeah, she offered you a place to stay too, and then backed out when you last.
She just disappeared.
Yeah, she like backed out in the last minute saying, no, you can't stay here.
Okay, do you remember what I'm talking about that? Well, this is what I said. Then I found out this time my moderator Emily backstabbed me. She was one of my greatest moderators for the time. When I went on live, I told them that I was going to take a step back and get rid of everybody. That was my moderator, and just have 2 people that are interested. I said I never. What's that?
I'm full of happiness.
Amen. Okay, so I'm just gonna. You would know more though, so you have to write your story about what happened. Like with.
The first time you dumped a flour and eggs and all that in your head in Illinois.
And I forgot about my Java chip too. That has to go in there as well. There's so much that I have to write.
I'll make a list that I remember from Illinois until now.
Yeah, because I actually organized all of this. It's fine. I organized all of this. It's just locked. Okay, so then here's what I need to figure out is the transition from you. I need you to write your story on how we fell out. If you want me to write your name, like your actual real name, then you can be the one that, or if you want me to be Linda, be Kenzie, it doesn't have to be your real names. If you don't want that to be posted. And then I just need you to write this, like, whatever, like, how we fell out, what you did, what you said, how your experience with the haters, what you did because of that. You gotta, like, just write your story and the truth, good or bad, on what you did. It has to be the truth. Okay? So if you said something, I gotta put it in here. Okay? Yep. So you can do that. And then remember when
So pretty much, she just asked her a bunch of more questions about it, and then Karen says, like, you know, I never would have done, or I never will do that stuff to you again, and Gabi scolds her. So that's for that one. Hold on. Then I'm just gonna start showing videos and then stuff, and then we can talk about them after when Karen's ready. If that works for you guys.
You're doing phenomenal.
Okay, so this one right here, this was a video. This is when Gabi had like lost it one day. And she was talking about Brownie. And so I'll put this part. Brownie's one of the people that she took. This was before court. Yes, this was before court.
Okay.
Okay, so listen.
Started it from the beginning. If it wasn't for you, none of this would have ever happened. And you're the fucking main reason. And you're going.
And you can hear the dry mouth, yeah.
You're gonna fucking pay for everything that you have fucking done to my family and me. You are gonna fucking pay. And you're gonna be fucking behind bars.
Nope, I'm not.
Never do anything to anyone ever again. Hope to God you learn your fucking lesson. You piece of shit. Worthless. Nothing but a fucking dead cunt.
And this came out of nowhere at this time.
Go to hell.
She was up for days when this happened, right?
Right. And yes, and also this is the same night that those two very gross accounts came into her live.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch earlier, when that's happening, her and Mel keep pausing and talking about, did you check your messages? Right before those accounts come in there. The one about her son getting raped, and there was one before that too. I was just looking for that. What's the date on that, Melissa? Is that the one that's on October 14th?
I don't know the exact date for this. I would have to go back. It was sent to me.
Okay, well, that's on Kai's. I'm still looking for it. I just was asking to see. It's so
Freckles,
long.
do you know when the date was for this? Because she's the one that sent it to me. But so yeah, the point of this, right? Okay, so she's saying this, right? So then why in the next day would this happen? She was talking about not this person, but she was talking about this person and this person. Oops. And they'd also find out. But she boxes with them.
Wait, what did you have to say, Gabi? I will not talk to you two, but I will have Aaron talk to you. And I will not do this on live. So
Nobody asked for a conversation, first of all.
This is with my son. So if you have anything that you are talking about, you can. Aaron said he will give you his snap, but we are not doing this on live. That little boy has to be protected. So I'm asking you two to shut it down, and you can message Aaron and talk about it. Goodbye.
So she is afraid for her life and everything else, but yet she can get in the box and say all that to them. Okay.
She's the only one that's ever making threats. None of us have ever. And I would love for her to show one thing where I have ever threatened her, her grandmother, her son. She said this multiple times before court, and that's in the court papers, where she took me to court here in Indiana and in Florida. Not one stitch of evidence. And she's continuing to say that I'm doing that shit. I want her to prove it.
So these are not going to be in order or whatever else. These are just some videos that I think need to be, and like I said, we can talk about them after we play them. See, she pins right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. She pins right there that account that says "do it," and it's got a water gun, pew pew, right? And she pins it.
Yep, it's just like her and Mel playing that little nasty accounts that came in her live that night.
Yep.
Hey, Melissa, do you have any of the videos? I don't know if you do or not. When she was accusing her apartment of having mold.
I have some of them, yeah.
Okay, do you have the video of her, how she left the apartment?
Yep, that one's on here.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because she even went to the extent of having a biopsy of her lung done because of the mold. But when they moved, it fixed all their problems. Even it fixed their relationship.
Even though they got evicted for non-payment.
Yeah, because I mean, I was just scrolling through some videos, and I have the one where there's literally shit on the blanket on his bed.
Get that fucking shit down.
See, now she's saying, "Get that fucking shit down," whatever. Like she did it.
Someone get that down, please.
Hello. Then this one was sent to me.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Johnson. How are you? Cameron, do you want to see your new teacher? Yeah, okay. Okay, say hi, okay?
More emotional.
Look, that's your new teacher.
Yeah, look what she did this. Yeah.
Do you like her? She's really nice, isn't she? Yeah.
So she's trying to, I assume, get him to be afraid of his new teacher. I'm not exactly sure what.
Trying to get a reaction to kind of make it like a viral moment. It's a poor attempt at trying to get like a little funny, haha, viral moment with her kid.
That's pretty gross.
Hold on. C just did something to his hair. Well, that's not surprising.
But can you imagine? Because that video was shortly before he started pre-K. So
Slime in his hair.
when he went to school, can you imagine his thoughts when he was walking up to that school, thinking that was going to be his teacher?
Kids trust their parents to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Sorry, but the way, something happened and she just totally grabbed his arm and was tossing him, and then it paused. This is live now, I guess.
Watching over here, she's trying to get him to go to bed. It's way past his bedtime. She has the live posted up over in the corner. She's folding clothes. She's all over the place. It's going to be a busy evening, but I've got her pulled up on my laptop.
Okay. Please not let it be a garage night.
I think it will be.
Oh shit.
All right, I'll let that.
Pause real quick. When she was doing that with the mold, she claimed that she had mold in her lungs and that they had found a spot in her lung.
Yes.
No, don't do that.
Ooh, that was loud. Sorry.
White vinegar. But I don't have baby oil. You want to see?
Well, for that,
How do you feel?
she should have been watching him. Looks like he's been alone for quite a minute.
I don't even know what to do.
It will come out. Just keep washing it. Okay, I'm just going to minimize
It's bad.
Yeah, because we can watch the replay. All right. Okay, this is where it sounds like she actually bites him back.
Look at Mama. Do you want to bite an apple? Do you want to bite an apple? Go. Okay, talk to Daddy. Say, you bit Mama. You bit Mama. Hold on.
And then she mutes, and then obviously tells him what happened.
There's also
He was about to tell her.
He was. There's also a video where Aaron is coming home. I don't know where it's at because I'm new, but I've seen it. He was coming home and he was fussing at her and he was telling her, "I have to come home because I'm scared to leave you alone with him." Aaron does not want to leave him alone with her. That's why he is so willing to come home all the time.
Have evidence of?
Okay.
Real quick, did you find the video where she was making fun of DV again?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's on here.
Okay.
Do we want to listen to this one again?
Say, Karen, so I've heard two different things that people are saying you've said, so I want to ask you. Did they say that Aaron lived with you? Or did they say that
This was after the first fallout.
To state that Aaron lives with me to get more money on their food stamps. And they're trying to say that Aaron went to the DCF or whatever office to pick up his food stamp card instead of having it mailed. You can't go to Maryland Child Protective Place. They mail everything. I have not received anything in the mail, but sometimes somebody left her food stamp application on my computer.
Karen, didn't you say on her food stamp application when it listed everybody in the residence?
Aaron was a friend.
Aaron was a friend.
What did we put down, Aaron, if you're listening? Aaron was your son. What a fucking crappy baby mama you got, huh? And you just put you down as a fucking friend when you support your fucking kid, not Gabi.
Well, that's right. I don't have meds. You're right. I don't.
So this one, oops.
No, that's right. I don't have meds.
This is when after she refused the pill count with CPS, and then she told us the reason why she couldn't do the pill count is because she flushed them. But then this is her telling us that she really didn't flush them.
You're right. I don't. I'm stating what everyone said about CPS wanting to count my pills and me denying it.
Sorry, there's some of these I tried to find the original videos without the sound effects, but
I told the CPS worker, mind you, listen up clearly. I said the only person that is touching or counting my pills is my doctor. And I said, give me a letter stating that you want me to go do that, go do this. I will get in my car and I will drive to my doctor's office right now. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
I tried to find the ones, I'm sorry.
I only trust my doctor. And my doctor is the only one that should be doing that. That's it. And I flush my pills down the toilet because of something that I can't discuss on here. I am too. Why are you spamming my chat? Will you stop? Yes, I did. You have to stand up to CPS or they will walk all over you. Yes. It's none of anyone's business. But all I can say to you is if you want to believe what you want to believe, that's you. Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it because you already made me out to be who you really want me to be. Is that the truth? Hell fucking no, it's not the truth, but that's what you want. You want everyone to believe that. But I guess you do you. You believe what you want to believe because I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I have better things to do.
But yet, that's all you do is argue with us. Okay?
Melissa, did you find the video where Aaron is telling her not to send Cam pictures out to anybody else?
Yep, I have it.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. I'm a little bit on top of it this time.
No, you were on top of it last night too.
Oh, shit's in the garbage.
This is about the extender.
What are you talking about? It's in the garbage.
Oh my god. Oh, no comment. Oh my god.
Nah, I put that in her mouth because she's too loud.
You hear that?
Don't want to wake the kid up.
What the fuck, dude? Shut up. Boy, you're crazy. Funny. Put a sock in it.
He's got the extender to put in her mouth so she shuts the F up.
Mel's gonna gag ball.
Aaron!
This is her mom content.
God, he has no filter. You do not want to know. Do you love me?
Yeah, I'm still here, okay?
How much do you love me?
Thanks, Kai.
Really, dude? That's disgusting.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hold on, I gotta clarify. That Tim, he knows me in real life, and my real life friends call me Mel, so it gets a little confusing. So that's probably why. Yeah, no, Smelly Melly's not in here.
Oh, my word.
Go check yourself.
Actually, I redid. They're dry, so don't worry.
That's gross.
Sorry. I just couldn't put it in. It's the shake. My bad.
Here's more mom content.
LOL, me too. What does that mean? Are you garden? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Yep, I have that one here, Pippi.
Huh? No.
Mm-hmm.
No. I have just got done. You are? Oh, my Lanta. We can't smoke here. It's against the law. No, but I went to Pound Town. But that's what happened.
This was right after they did relations.
I'm just gonna go to bed, dude. Sometimes I feel like I just need a wow. Oh, get it, girl. What? He took me to jail. I was a bad girl. I was a very bad girl. Yep.
Oh, this is right. This is when he got the handcuffs and handcuffed her.
Yikes.
This was one of the first videos that were circulating of them.
You might have your juice. No, you're not having pop. No. No, you're not going. No. Let's dance.
Mind you, he was just turning 2 here. No, he was 2.
Much love and sweet dreams, darling. Thank you for the hearts, too, Cadence. Hi, Ethan. Thank you.
There you are. I'll share it to her.
Okay.
You
Yeah, I'm
wanna
not ready
mod me?
for this one.
If you want to, you can mod me.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see.
All right, y'all.
Taps and shares.
I just got it, but I'm sorry if you guys are messaging me, but like my stuff is blowing up.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all wondering where you're going, but like you said,
Right.
with that video that you showed right before him drinking the soda, keep in mind, everybody, if she's this comfortable sharing that on the internet, what do they do behind closed doors? That's the worrisome part.
Well, and that's what we were saying about her letting him sleep in her bed between them.
So I was just going to jump in real quick, and I kind of want to wait for Aunt Karen to get back in here. I was going to touch on Moldgate for a second.
Oh, yes.
I've got a few videos that aren't really out there anymore. It's not the original stuff. It's just, you know, the replays, but it's all relevant.
Melissa, they want to know if you can put you in the big box.
Yeah, give me a second.
They can see. You guys, she's trying to get everything together and straightened out.
I'm one person, so
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Do we have a backup if this goes down?
Yeah, I have my other one.
Okay.
My original.
Just to let you know, I was in 3 Live earlier, not too long ago. I came back over to your main one. Gabi was live while she was in bed with Aaron, but the light off, tickling her. I don't know why, but just to let you know that Cam, she put Coco in the bed with Cam, and then Cam was awake, and guess what happened? She went in there, Cam put the purple slime in his hair.
I got banned. Yeah, we seen it.
No. Yeah, he put purple slime in her hair, like, oh my god. She's freaking out, so, what do I do? What do I do to wash it out?
Yes, is there a way that you can comment so everybody can follow your other
Yep,
page?
I'm putting a sticker right now. It's just shorty backflip without the 2.0.
Drop down.
Hopefully my appeal wins.
Tap it out, y'all.
I don't know.
Melissa, I got somebody messaging me right now pertaining to the video that you just played about the biting incident with Cameron. And she's going to be sending me a picture of the next day where she held Cameron's arm up and you can clearly see that he was bit. So I'm supposed to be getting it here in just a few minutes.
Okay.
And I just want to say, everybody that's involved, that's behind the scenes, finding videos, sending Melissa stuff, sending Feisty stuff.
The appeal was not approved.
Just know that we appreciate you. This is a lot emotionally for people. And don't be afraid if you need to reach out and talk to somebody. We're all here.
Yeah.
We've been here.
Aaron, grab a box.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
only
Aaron, come on up.
Hi, Aaron. Are you and your girlfriend in here harassing and stalking me?
Yeah, why are you here? I mean, you can come up. Gabby's welcome too. We gotta wait for Aunt Karen. I don't know how to message her outside of blah, 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 what do you call it? TikTok.
You guys continue to tap. Continue to tap. They're in here reporting.
I was so scared I couldn't find you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a fake account of Aaron. All right.
You should be able to message her on her Instagram. I think it's linked in her bio.
Melissa, can you message me your IG?
It's the same, shorty backlit.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, if everybody can put in the comments what you... Everybody, because of this, and then keep tapping.
I bought a catio for my bird.
Oh, girl, my list would be so long. I have a problem.
I bought accountability.
Oh goodness.
Thank you. That was cute.
That lit my screen up.
Whenever Aunt Karen gets back in here, remind me to ask her if she wants me to send her those C&Ds from the fake attorneys. So I keep forgetting.
Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. I gotta sign in on Instagram on my tab or on my iPad. Hold on.
All right, I'm
So
stepping
real
away for
quick,
just a
I'm
second.
just
Whenever she did a few weeks ago, that's when I really started looking into it. And the whole thing is just crazy. So I'm trying to catch up myself. But the one thing I saw today struggles with it. So I and how other people feel that have been affected by things that she does when she fakes them, because instantly I was just like mad watching her fake that, because I'm like, you really don't know how that feels. So now I kind of feel the anger that everybody else has felt for so long. And I don't know, it makes me sick.
Yeah, CJ, unfortunately, what she does is she will watch other people and take their story and turn it into
She's
her
like
own.
Kanisha. She's a lot like Kanisha in that way.
And that's how she gets people in her chat to troll her, because, you know, you see something like that and you want to go in and say something. You want to tell her how wrong it was. And that's what she wants. She wants the engagement on her page, whether it's negative or positive. She wants that engagement, because the more people that's in her room and in her chat, the more they're going to take and say something when she does something wrong. And that's what she wants.
Unfortunately, it seems like social media has just become rage bait. Like, I almost don't believe anything I see anymore. And like, the worst people get the biggest platforms recently. And I don't know, the whole thing is wild to me. And most people that watch these people are hate watching, and they have this delusion that all these people support them and love them. And that is so far from the fact.
Correct.
Melissa, I'm not sure if you see it, but you might want to see what I sent you on IG.
Yeah, I just got logged in. 1 second.
Yeah, it's really sad. That's what I've noticed. Maybe it's just that I'm on this side of TikTok, but like, if I go on my For You page, that's all I see is people begging. That's all I see is people putting on these big crying shows, or this happened, you know. And then the people that really honestly need the help, they get pushed under the rug. And it's really sad, because if you've got a parent or just any human being out there that's just needs a few people,
Yeah, that's a
a
great
few
word.
friends, you know, they get pushed under the rug, and it's so sad.
Okay, I'm messaging her on Instagram.
Out of curiosity, why does I'm guessing Gabby is worse than Danny, but it seems like the spotlight's always on Gabby. But I've seen some pretty, I don't know, raise my eyebrow stuff about Danny since I've started looking into this a couple weeks ago. And so I'm guessing she's just the worst one out of the two. But I just feel like a lot of times I think the things that Danny does get swept under the rug, because the things that Gabby does is much worse.
Well, a lot of Danny's supporters, she does have a lot of people that support her. Danny does. She really does. But they Danny will go MIA when something gets heated on her. She will go MIA, or she will make up this whole, like, the tap for tea thing when it came to Gabby. Danny's just as bad. Just as bad. Like, I couldn't tell you who's worse, because
It's the fake crying for me, but what will forever go down in history is that fake scooter wreck. Like, I have watched that 1,000 times, because are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, they're just as bad. I mean, they compete against each other. And the one thing that I don't agree with, what Gabby does, is when she throws it in Danny's face about not being a mother. That's what gets me.
And the one thing I can't find that I did want to ask about, so she showed up, and I think you showed it last night, but I couldn't see it very well. So she showed up to Gabby's house, and what happened? What was the big thing that happened? I can't seem to figure that out. Like last week or whatever.
I mean,
What
it
what
just
was that?
showed
Sorry, what are you
evidence
talking
of
about?
emotional abuse by the way that she like tricked him by pretending to leave just to get a reaction.
It's speculated that Gabby was
Leah's
fully
just getting
aware.
good. I don't know how to get her back in here.
It's speculated that Gabby was fully aware that Danny
I
was
sent her
showing.
the video.
I believe it was all a skit. I feel like Danny and Gabby are working together on the back end, and I may be wrong, but it's just too much of this stuff.
Either way, that little boy is being affected, and that's what some people, like some of these people that are out here, it's a skit, it's a skit, it's a skit, it's a skit. Okay, if it is, it is. But that little boy is still being 100% affected by their fucking skit.
Exactly, but that's what.
100%.
But people still need to maybe stop trying to make Danny out to be the good person, because she's just as guilty in the abuse of that
What,
kid.
Annalie? Did you say something to me?
Well, and the good is for he can't give permission to participate in a skit or not. So whether it is a skit or not is completely irrelevant. It's still emotionally abusive.
But like
It's
the other day when
trauma.
everybody was going on about how good Danny was with him, yeah, thank God she was better with him than his parent. But she still sat there, and instead of going to comfort that child, let him run off and cry.
I don't care if
And
Gabby's
she knew
live
she
right
was
now.
antagonizing her sister by saying, "Go wash your hands. Give me a paper towel so I can wash his face. Oh, now you look better." She knows that shit antagonizes Gabby, and she did it. And the child is the one that it gets taken out on.
Well, then Gabby turns around and makes a big scene about all of it. And, you know, Cameron's loving and hugging all over Danny at first. But when Gabby makes that scene, he's scared that his mama's going to leave. So then he doesn't want nothing to do with Danny. You know, they can do all the skits they want to do. But, you know, the 4-year-old doesn't need to be a prop in this whole thing.
Exactly.
100%.
I did see that when she was faking like she was leaving. I didn't know that was it, but yeah, and he was super upset. So she never did leave. I cut the video off at some point, so she was never leaving.
But
I'm gonna go let my dog out quick because he's barking at me that he's got to poop. So hopefully by the time I get back, Karen and them are back in here.
Any of us that have dealt with like parents that, you know, were separated or whatever, we have that trauma. You know, Dad, I'm leaving, and I'm not coming back. Or Mom, I'm leaving. You can't imagine what we see online compared to what we're not seeing. And her and Aaron going back and forth with each other like they do while we're watching. Imagine what they're doing when we're not watching. And she's, I'm leaving. And it freaks that baby out every time one of them says they're leaving the house.
I think when her and Danny first started, that it was like, I think it was really like a skit and a put on when they first started, but it ended up being like their real lives. I think they were a little bit exaggerated to begin with, but they saw how much attention they were getting. And I think that just fueled what was already wrong. And now we're at where we're at.
Well, she acted like she didn't know that Gabby was live at first. She was like, "Are you doing this on live?" And
when
she
she came over?
Yeah, when she came over there, she didn't know she was live. But it was just like, you know, I understand that they're theatrical people, but she was being extremely theatrical. She was being very, she got there with, it was weird. It was just weird.
Were they not talking? Is that what the quote unquote thing was? Because she just supposedly showed up there and they hadn't seen each other in a while? Because I didn't think they even talked. I just catch bits and pieces that I see. But like I said, I didn't really watch them because they just, I don't know, rubbed me the wrong way for a long time.
Just real quick, y'all. I agree with everything that you're saying. I just had a few things to show to Aunt Karen. So when she gets back, I'm gonna hop back up. That way I'm not just chilling up here. I'm gonna go stream.
Still with us.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
And see, I also wanted to say that Danny has gone live on Instagram a few times, and she will drop a hint if she's going towards Gabby's area or Mimi's area. Danny knows that Gabi is live. There is videos out there of when Danny lost her shit with Cameron. So Danny is not a saint because she knows her sister's live at all times. She's got troll accounts that she watches Gabi on all the time. So of course she's going to go in there and she's going to act like the perfect aunt. That's what her followers want.
Her
Danny
followers are delusional, like the most delusional I have probably ever seen ever.
And see, that's why I think she did it the way she did it, was for the simple fact is then she could go back to her followers and, you know, be like, oh, well, I tried. You see, I tried, blah, blah, blah. They work together. Yes, they may have had a big argument and not talked for a while, but I'm guaranteeing you, Gabi told her, well, I'm live. And if you come over, I'm staying live and I don't care. That's why Danny kept her cool, because normally she would not keep her cool with Gabi. When Gabi lashed out at her, normally Danny would say some smart ass remarks back.
Well, I think she was trying to score more brownie points after that like cancer fundraiser came out. It seemed like she's trying to save face, which that whole thing was disgusting in itself. I don't know the whole thing. I know enough to know that it was wrong and disgusting, but I think that you're absolutely right. And that would be my guess why she was doing that, because she's trying to get back in good graces with some of them that were turned off by what she did.
Yeah, and see, if you look, even Danny has patterns.
You found us, thankfully.
So if you think about it, something bad happened with Danny. So she needed to take and make a good grace with everybody. So she went over to Gabi's house and did that. And I just wanted to say, yes, we are all adults here. We're not going to have the same opinion. We're not going to agree with the same people, but we still are all adults and we can talk through it and not scream about it. Some people,
we're only talking, they're just talking about Danny. In the meantime, we're going back to Gabi.
Two things real quick, Melissa. Hold on just a second. We don't need everybody in the chat to keep telling us Gabi's live. We know Gabi is live, okay? Number two, Mel, if you're still in the chat, grab a box real quick. He wants to show Aunt Karen the Mold Gate videos that he has really quick before we move forward, and he was waiting on her to come back.
Yeah, though I don't have those ones, so that would be good. This is pre everything that I've showed. This is back in Illinois days. Oh, excuse me.
Where'd you go? I don't see him in the.
Oh, he's probably streaming her.
Well, he wanted to show Karen.
That's okay. He can come back, or he can do it whenever.
Yeah, he said he would come back when you got back.
Yeah. Someone was streaming. Okay.
Melissa, someone in the chat said, but doesn't Melissa support D? And I said no. And they said, didn't she? And I don't know the answer to that.
I didn't support her. I thought she was doing better for a while. And what I thought was she was doing better, she was at that time. Do you see me over there now?
And even if you did, Melissa, it's okay.
I'm going after Gabi. I've made it very clear that I'm going after Gabi. Danny's never done anything to me, and I don't know anything about the cancer stuff or whatever else. From what I see, it's a mess, and I don't want nothing to do with it.
It's okay, y'all, to change your support. It's okay to watch something and learn and say, hey, you know what? I don't agree. Can we make it like a safe to have that, so we're not like accusing people and all of that? Because if we're doing that, then how can we, when people leave Gabi, come over here and do the same thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep, for sure. Look how many people are over here that used to be over there. I mean, a lot of people give people the benefit of the doubt. The person that was talking last night when I was in there who used to mod for her said the same thing, like, you turned a blind eye because you think that you can change people. That's probably 90% of this chat is my guess.
Well, and that's kind of what I wanted to touch on, and I've got some of the mold videos from 2023. My wife and I were supporters. She was a supporter before me, and then she started realizing things like that just didn't add up. It wasn't right, right? And so she brought me into it, and I was like, after we started watching for a bit, it was like, all right, this is kind of weird, right? It's weird. It's just weird. Why do you cuss in front of your kid like this? Why do you do all these things, right? So, and that's kind of how we got started in this. And, it was Moldgate right when, it was a special time in my life. I mean, who knew that this is where we're going to be three and a half years later? It's freaking Moldgate. But anyhow, I found some of the original videos, and I just wanted to play them for Aunt Karen, just kind of show you, 3 years ago, she's exactly the same.
Yeah, but the only difference is that we figured out from then till now. Then she used to let almost anybody and everybody up in the box because she thought they were all her friend or something. She knows better now.
Hang tight, getting set up here.
All over his body, all over his head, arms, belly, look. Where's Aaron? I don't know. That's fine. Let them. Because guess what? I'm in a hotel. What are they gonna do? Tell me. If somebody's using Kim's pictures and they come in here, I will block them. But let them, though. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Weird,
I'm
right?
in a hotel because of this freaking shit. I'm doing what I have to do for my family. I'm paying $800 to live here, and I'm fighting my ass off, trying with the health department, the village. It's not like I'm sitting here doing absolutely nothing.
Her Mimi paid for them hotels, and she was still trying to get money from her supporters for the hotels and food while she was on food stamps, and Mimi was paying for everything.
Moldgate
Right, so
means what? She had mold in her apartment. Is that where the start of that was? I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, right. We call it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's like she started by saying that she had mold in her apartment to the point where she couldn't live there, so they gave her another apartment. Then she said that since it was right across, that they were still getting the mold in their lungs and everything else. She had I don't know what it's called, some kind of biopsy or something in her lungs, and to where she said there was mold in her lungs, and that's why they could no longer stay there. They ended up getting a motel like 2 times. But then they got evicted because they didn't pay rent. But their excuse was because of the mold. And then they were sick on everything all the way up until they got to Florida. Then you never heard anything again about them being sick or anything about the mold.
The little breathing thing is just crazy.
Oh, it's
Right.
worse. When they hurt their arm, they talk like this. It's bad.
Real quick, does anybody have the video of where she lied to her supporters saying her stalkers were after her so bad that she had to fly out to Florida without the dog? And
I might have that one in one of these. I didn't.
So-
I might have it.
The last video I have, I've got lots of them, but the last mold video was her claiming that mold causes autism.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, like when I'm talking or I'm slurring words, or just my speech is not as what it used to be. I don't know. I can't explain it. I feel like memory loss. It's just, I didn't even think about like how this would really affect my body and my mental health. But no wonder the doctor couldn't find anything wrong with Danny, because with mold, it's you can't unless you do a biopsy. Mold is very, very hard to diagnose, and that is why doctors are like, well, I don't know what's wrong with you. I mean, this came back normal, that came back normal. Your blood test is fine, your CAT scan shows nothing, and then my animals are affected. No wonder. Think about it, Rex. I mean, he's been lethargic. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, not eating. Rex does not eat. Well, I mean, how long has Rex not ate?
Rex is a lizard.
I mean, he's eating a little bit, but that not as much now. It's like he will, but then he won't.
Oh,
Like
she
it's.
got lie right there.
I don't know. Listen, when we first got into this apartment, that's when the behavior started happening, and I don't know if mold can cause being autistic. I heard it does. I'm gonna explain something to you. Doctors are number one man reporters. You see all of this? All of this. That is all doctor stuff about the mold. Documented stuff. It says mold exposure, mold exposure, mold exposure.
You and your sister aren't the drama here. It's them guys. Let's keep it 100 right now.
So I also have the picture of the results of the mold inspection. It says not elevated. There may have been mold, but it says not elevated to the point that it wasn't affecting anybody.
Mm-hmm. And at first, she was showing the pictures from her neighbor's house where the ceiling was falling down. Well, the ceiling was taken down, and there was mold in there. She was showing that and kind of not saying it, but saying it like it was her place at first, and the mold was in her place.
Yeah, it wasn't even in her apartment at all. The mold wasn't.
Was she saying her son wasn't eating? Is that what she was saying in that video?
No, Rex is the lizard that they abandoned.
Yeah, I did hear about them abandoning it. So she was saying the lizard wasn't eating.
Correct.
I feel like she has to elevate everything because why a biopsy for black mold when you can just go get an X-ray?
And
yeah,
I want
we can
to
barely hear
add,
you on Karen. Barely.
it was for weeks on end that she was literally on live searching on the web for stuff about mold, and then she would include that like if it was her case. Like she would actually look up cases with people that had mold exposure, and she was putting that into her story. And it's a pattern, just like she's doing now with everybody. She's done it then, she's done it now. She has not changed. It's just gotten worse.
Exactly. We've watched it
Can y'all
snowball.
hear me?
Sorry. Yes,
Barely.
go ahead.
Barely. Sounds like you're
Okay,
in the
I'm gonna drop
That's
down and
better.
come back.
It's better now.
It's better now that you get closer. Yeah, when you got closer,
okay.
it's better. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. You said there was another video
On which
on the mold, or was that it?
These were the only two that I had. So the first one was the video from after she was in the first apartment. They moved in. I guess they put them into a hotel. And then the second video was after they moved from the hotel to the second apartment in the same complex. You know, she claimed there was still mold. Okay.
Was the
And
end
then-
game a payout from a lawsuit? Is that what this whole entire thing probably was?
That's what she wanted.
Yeah, she
It's
said that they did
it
a
was,
lawsuit,
yeah.
But
Yeah,
they,
at the-
they-
Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't even know if she wanted a payout from a lawsuit. I think she just wanted a payout from her TikTok people because the hysterics, the oh my goodness, I can't breathe. The lizard ate. Well, no, he didn't eat. Well, he ate a little bit. To me, I don't think she really was trying to get a lawyer involved because first of all, you get a lawyer involved, they're gonna want real documentation.
Did she take it to court though? Is that a fact?
She told her supporters that she was, and that an attorney told her that she was going to win it, and that anybody that was helping her and supporting her, that when she got her settlement, that she would share that money with them.
Okay.
She also called the fire department. She called anybody that she could call. She literally stayed up. She had very, very little sleep. She like over obsessed about it and did it on live the
Just like she
whole
does now
time.
with like the PTSD. You'll see her, she's Googling
Right.
people
And
I
that's
have.
the overwhelming theme is that she goes into these hysterics, whether it's because of mold, whether it's CPS, whether it's, Cam is whatever. Like, I'm sure while we were on here and Cam had the slime in his hair, I'm sure she was in hysterics about that and trying to, garner some sort of sympathy and all of that. Like, it's just hysterics and trying to get sympathy from people.
And that's what she does because everybody gives her the attention she wants. And they come into her, you see her numbers jump, and that's what she wants. If you notice, it's a pattern, just like back then. And that's why I said earlier, she's scheming up something to happen again. Something,
So my
something
question
big.
is, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Mic is low. So my question is, the people who sit around here, do they have a high school education?
Not all of them.
Because it shows. There's no way you're going to sit here and tell me that my beard... Sorry.
Both twins prey upon the special needs communities on here, and they have taken over 20,000 from that community alone.
Can't nobody sit up here and tell me my bearded dragon ain't eating because of the black mold in the house, and that might be why my baby got autism. Bitch, what?
Well, she even
I was just going to tell you that.
But Rose, there are some people who will, when it comes to autism, there are some people who will believe anything.
She's saying autism is like fucking COVID. Bitch, my baby just caught that shit because of the mold.
And that's kind of, I kind of want to, I want to touch on that.
If you got, if you're sick from mold, apparently they can't tell. This is crazy.
Right, and that's kind of what I want to touch on, just because she's gone on about this mold, and this is the narrative that she's played the entire time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop. It is a pattern. It's just, it takes a couple months, maybe 6 months. She'll be right back to the same routine.
Yeah, and she even stated that when her and Aaron had fought so bad when they were in the apartment, and then when they left and moved to Florida, it was completely 100% better. She says it's because their arguing was because of the mold. The mold made them angry to fight with each other.
Who is the doofus that was sitting on the panel like, who was Patrick's cousin? Who was that?
I won't lie, I was in the comments, but I didn't say that she was right about that. I would be like, I tell the truth. I would tell her the truth in the comments. Like,
you
there's
was in the
way.
live that day, Petty?
I'm not gonna lie, I was in all of them.
You need your ass. I'm gonna whistle. You need your ass.
Come on, can you play the song though? Can you play the song first?
Kitty, go in timeout. Now you gotta serve timeout. Go in timeout.
Well, I mean, who doesn't want to sit and watch the train wreck?
You in timeout, friend. You in timeout. Okay, you come back in 5 minutes. You in timeout now.
Yeah, I wanted to show the pictures. So I just got Icy just sent these to me. This was okay. So you know that video that I just showed where Cam bit her in the Batootie over the can of pot. So if you said these were taken the next day.
They were taken the very next day. There was a video that Gabby posted on her platform that is no longer able to be found, and this person took the screenshots from the video.
I might have to green screen it. Hold on.
Also,
see right here, it is a very
ahead.
big. It's you can tell that it's a bite mark on his because it's a perfect.
So y'all, I'm gonna drop. I wanted to get that out.
Bite come from? Did I miss that part?
Is that the one when she did it?
Before Melissa caught a ban on her account over there, she had just showed a video where Cam had bit her on the bottom. And while that video was playing, I was getting messages on my end from somebody that said they had actually taken pictures the next day. And when she green screens it, you can see, I don't know, if show the one where it's not circled, Melissa, because I think the one that's further out, you can see it better.
Hold on.
Karen, I saw the video like when she was at the Great Wolf Lodge, and she said how you could reach out to her and she would provide those documents. I'm guessing that never happened.
No, I didn't reach out to her because everything was already on the internet, and I know she's just going to provide what she's already showed you guys.
Well, it's kind of
for
hard
sure.
Let me try the other one.
So I know
I can see where it's red there. I just didn't. So they're saying that Gabby's the one that did that?
That's what it sounds like.
When he was screaming "owie, owie" in the video, people assumed that she was biting him back. Okay, and I think there was a couple of days later where she said when she bit her mother as a child, her mom bit her back.
Yeah,
so she was taught to do that.
I got those. I got those videos on here too.
Yeah, you gotta listen. You gotta listen to what people say, because that was her telling you she bites him back. And that whole show she did when he bit her in on the bottom, and she walked away like she was so frustrated, she just don't know what to do. That's BS. It's not. It's BS. It wasn't me. No, like, it's not real. Like, she uses that as a reason to just garner more sympathy.
Well, she's a biter anyways because she bit Aaron, correct?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I mean, she's got charges for biting Aaron.
There was a whole incident, and she laughed about it.
Rose?
Yeah, we saw that video.
Here's your proof.
Oh,
there's your proof.
Well, we wouldn't know this stuff if she didn't show it to us.
I told you.
At what point do some things just not come on the internet? I'm what?
Okay, let's.
I read about that stuff in my romance books, but
Well, just keep going.
I read about that, but
All right, here we go. Here's another doozy for her mom content.
Look, Rose, you gotta pay attention, girl. Look for the good stuff, man.
You missed it.
Not hot. You're just crispy.
You missed it. There we go.
It's not hot. You're just crispy. Your heart rate is climbing.
Follow the account and the sticker in case we go down.
Oh my God, Cameron. Oh my God.
And then Cam walks in. Hold on, they're gonna play it says they'll play the whole video with that. Okay, here we go.
It's really hot in here. It's not hot. You're just crispy. Your heart rate is climbing. Kristen, you exactly. Oh my God, dude. Cameron. Oh my God.
Yeah. So and then he comes and joins her on the bed, and hold on, I got another. While we're on this one, we'll just play this one at the same time.
No, he wants to. And tomorrow.
Oh my God. I'm listening pretty fast.
They're talking about.
Well, I guess we'll just wait here.
Melissa, do you have the one that I posted where she's talking about him, the boy catching him?
Get off live. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I said get off live, and I can just wait. Yeah, and I think you've done that before, didn't you?
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll mute.
So then she
Turn
mutes.
the other way or something.
Yeah, but you won't be, like, it's in another room.
Yeah.
Right, Nelson. What's up? He's very, very tired and being cranky.
This is when they were actively supposed to be trying for a baby.
Absolutely not. No, I don't have. No, I did have my period. It only lasted 2 days. Don't ask me why that happened, but I got my application.
Thank you, Charlie, for the like.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
Am I ghosted? No, I see you. Put him to sleep. Hi. Great.
Yes,
Martha.
She just done it. She's like I just said before, she's gonna do something. She just on live said that she said her words, they are pushing me over the edge. This is what you all want. She was talking about how it's too much right now on live. And then
I'm sorry.
ended it.
She'll be all right. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, she will.
I'm sorry.
Tell
she
her to
feels
come over
that
here.
way.
Tell her if she wants to be pushed a little bit more to come over here.
No. Well, I'm just saying that's what I said earlier, that she was gonna do something dramatic. Like, here we go.
She already did it last night. So we're good.
You invited her to come over here anyway, so it's not like the door's closed and she can't come over here and have her 2 cents to put in. She just chooses not to.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Let's go back.
Those with that ideation also don't publicly announce it. It is always a quiet
Because she knows right now. Yeah, she knows right now that all of her deepest, darkest, bad moments on here are being exposed at one time, and she cannot handle it.
She'll be okay.
I don't know what this one is.
Just tell her don't wake up Cam.
That's a video.
She should just take a couple melatonin. She'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to go to
took her
bed.
medicine.
Pop a Mucinex. Get over it.
She needs to go to bed and get some sleep.
Oh my gosh. Listen here, Miss Rose. I know we just met yesterday, ma'am, and we from two totally different sides of TikTok. But you are my long lost sister from another mister. And I swear, me and you, ma'am, we girl, I can't. Oh my Lord, I can't. You have me crying.
Hold on. Somebody said do a welfare check. Hold on.
Hi, Gabi.
When she does this though, and people really do get concerned, because don't nobody want that girl to hurt herself for real, and people really do get concerned, and they send somebody over there because she is leading people to believe
that's what she wants.
But that she starts these whole ass fucking stalker investigations on people, but she leads them to believe she's gonna hurt herself. It's like it's crazy.
Here's something
Needs
I'm
pink
gonna do.
slip. Someone needs to send her in.
I'm gonna say this in front of 1.6K people, and it's gonna be harsh, and I don't care. Y'all gotta stop wearing y'all hearts on y'all sleeve on the internet, because y'all are even manipulated because y'all want to help others. Sometimes you have to look internally and realize that your need to want to help others is due to your trauma, and you need to go see a therapist yourself.
You're very
because you can't
correct.
help anybody else if you can't help yourself. And if you can't tell somebody no, you shouldn't be offering anybody a bitch ass thing. If you can't tell people no, you shouldn't be sitting here trying to help anybody or sitting in spaces where others are in need. If you can't discern, if you don't pray and you don't thank God for another day and you don't have discipline in your life, you shouldn't be going around this app talking about you want to help anybody else when you can't help you. If you're in a bind, Nate, and your ass can't help yourself, you shouldn't be giving your last to somebody else who doesn't give a fuck about you. Their words mean nothing when their actions don't show. Actions speak way louder than words. And your actions about how you treat yourself should speak louder than what the hell you do for other people. It shouldn't be all the time, everybody wrongs me, I'm just here to save and help and heal other people, and your life is in fucking shambles. It doesn't make sense. You can't be a healer when you're broken. You can't give from a cup that's shattered. So stop doing that shit. It's weird. And it shows the trauma that you
gotta stop. You gotta stop. And I mean, I think a great person once said, "Don't save these hoes. They don't want to be saved." Okay,
Yep,
she
that's
don't
exactly
want
it.
to be saved. If she wanted to be saved, she could log off this app. But like Rose said, if you don't even got it, why are y'all giving it to her? She knows that people feel sorry for her, and it's very easy to manipulate people because all you have to do is play on their heartstrings. And when you have a kid, that's one thing that people will always, 99% of the time, people always are going to fight for is a kid, at least in front of the camera. That's what they're going to do. And she knows that. Nobody gets on live to see her. They get on live to see Cam. She knows they get on live to see the mess that she's going to do. That's why she doesn't even really pay attention. She puts the camera in the corner, or she's not even in front. She's not even engaging. The only time she wants to engage is when she wants you to feel sympathy for her. Any other time, that camera, she's walking around cleaning the house. This is not 24 CNN. She ain't telling us the news. We don't need any of her stories. She's not being, this royal representation of a mother. So it's clear she knows what it is.
That's why
And
she wants another baby, in my opinion.
Oh, that's
that was the
exactly
only
why
thing.
she wants another baby.
And
That
this
was
is the
the only
biggest thing
reason
about it
why.
all. When it comes to wanting to help people, when it comes to separating yourself from narcissists, right? And this goes for not just this situation, but maybe some of y'all who are currently in some abusive relationships yourselves. Your lifestyle reflects what you sit around. So if you're sitting around that type of shit, your life is reflecting that in some form or fashion. And if you're dealing with narcissists in your real life outside of social media, you're going to attract that shit on the app because it's something that you're accustomed to. You're programmed to be accepting of that type of behavior, even when it hurts you. And so the biggest way, or the biggest thing that a lot of us, because myself had to work on it, and it took a long time, is to be able to say no even when there's a child involved. Because I know that I can't feed the monster to help the baby.
Yes.
Because they're going to keep using the baby as a means to justify and to manipulate to get what they want.
Yes,
I have to stop feeding the monster. So that means at any point I have to either turn my eye away from it, or I have to be able and strong enough to watch it without giving to it.
Yes, girl.
Because as long as you're not giving, they have to find a way out of it. But because we get weak, because we see what the child is going through, or because of our own lived experiences, light bulb, because of our own lived experiences, we project the things that we wish someone did to us, and we try to give it to that baby, and you're feeding a beast, not the baby.
Right, because a lot of y'all are thinking, if somebody had just give this to me when I was in this situation. I know when I was little, if I was there, I know what happened when I was just lonely and playing, and if I could just do this and give him a little joy. You're not giving him any joy, because she's taking it right back. She's selling all those gifts on Marketplace, everything y'all are giving. And somebody said, I don't think she'll have another baby. Absolutely she will. If it meant that she could create a wish list, and it meant that y'all would tune in and give her money and gifts, and people be, oh my gosh, Gabi, how are you feeling today? That's what 90% of those mom channels and family channels are. They produce content, and their content is their children.
Yep.
And that's the only reason why I came as I said anything about it, is because it's a pattern. We already called out what she's going to do, and I beg everybody not to take her bait. If you want to watch, go into the Fearless accounts and watch. If you have something you want to say to her, say it in one of the Fearless accounts. That's what they're there for.
Hi. I just wanted to come up here real quick. I'm on my umpteenth account. I'm a longtime awareness creator, and I just wanted to throw out a PSA. I just wanted to say, street fentanyl kills someone every 11 minutes. Stop giving people money on this fucking app. You don't know who they are or what they're telling. And I also have a video request. Is there any way in your video list that we can show Gabi's freak out before she went silent about the miscarriage call out?
It's somewhere in here, yeah.
Because that, to me, that's just classic Gabi screaming and freaking out.
Yep, yeah, I have it in here. I got a ton of it.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw a little PSA out there. Don't give money to anybody on this damn fucking app. And I'll lock down.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's well. Hold on.
We need to.
I don't think it's wrong to give money to people on the app, right? We're all sitting here. We're all getting gifts. We're all whether we want them or not, right? We're all getting
agree
gifts.
with that, but what I'm talking about is if you see somebody in their online crying, just do a little research.
There you go. There you go.
5 minutes. 5 minutes of research. That's all it takes.
I see you.
I'm sorry. I'm passionate.
No, we got you. We got you.
Are the fearless accounts helping bring her numbers down? Is that actually helping? I haven't went in there or ever looked.
Absolutely, but until good old Miss Karen came around, you know, brought a whole new ball game to her.
Yeah, it seems like all sides of TikTok are now, and that's probably why she's crashing out, because it's not just the one side that's always there; it's all sides.
No, it really is. Some people just said not really. Yes, it is, because before the fearless accounts were around, she was constantly at a steady at over 1,000, 800 minimum, you know, for a long time. And then the fearless accounts came, and then it brought her down to 300. And then like Karen came around, and now it's back up there. But that's also a whole different. And the Mexican homie as well. That also, and her subs are down. Her subs, she's like, the last I knew, she had 170 subs.
And listen, the views don't pay her, y'all. The views don't pay her. The subs pay her.
We got paid on that subs, Aunt Karen.
So don't worry about the views, because anybody can get a couple. You know, you say the right things, you do the right whatever, you can get a good amount of people. The views, it's the subs that is going to take it. Okay, that's what's going to get it.
When she first pulled that miscarriage stunt, she kind of got quiet, right? And the first live she did when she came back at a sub-only live. And we're watching a train wreck. So everybody ran over there and subscribed to her. She went from 44 subscribers to like almost 500 subscribers. Yep. And that's what paid for that Stranger Things tattoo and all that stuff on her arm this past week. All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that was a money grab in itself. That's why people got so upset, because she made a lot of money off of this latest stunt.
And then she couldn't even buy anything. She didn't even buy anything for anybody, you know, or for what she needed, because she still complained. I don't have pull-ups. Coco needs all these toys. And then she, you know, buys Coco these toys, and I am going to go there. Okay. And then she blocks subs. Absolutely. Yep. Okay.
Part of it is she thrives off the attention, whether it is positive or negative attention. She thrives off the attention.
Okay, so this is the dancing on the counter, okay? The one that we were talking about yesterday that I couldn't find. So she's battling Danny, and you'll see she's cooking, and then watch in the background. Watch that little smiley face right there. Ooh.
Alexa, turn off. Gabi, look behind you.
Then watch Gabi's face.
Behind you, Danny. Oh my God!
Watch her face.
Son, no, come here now.
Notice she didn't put that damn phone down, though.
Yep, and she
Baby, I would have dropped that phone so bad, y'all wouldn't even have seen it. I would have dropped.
She definitely heard her saying, "Look behind you, look behind you." You could see when she like literally heard her say it, and it clicked.
I can literally see her eyes shift to see him, and her eyes kept shifting so she can get him out the frame to put herself in front of him, and then turn.
Son,
I know. Yeah.
Son. Should I catch him? What do you guys think I should do, chat? Should I catch him?
Yep.
And then he's coughing like he's choking, and she doesn't even look.
It's like, send a hand heart and I'll catch him.
Mm-hmm.
Send a hand heart, I catch him. It's crazy.
Real quick, can I just say I want to thank all you ladies for finally calling her out. I knew as soon as Feisty got a hold of it, it was done. I've watched from the mold days, and I've been waiting for this. And
Well,
one
a
of
lot
my
of us have
most
called her out before. It's just been hard
Yeah.
to actually get it out there because for some reason people like her are very good at manipulating very well.
Oh yeah, and you can see it. Like I don't see how people don't see it because like Roche, is that how you say your name?
Rose, like the wine.
Rose, sorry, I didn't mean to say it wrong.
You're fine.
But like you said,
I kind of
it's
like
easy to see
Roche.
through it. Like, do you not have common sense? My biggest pet peeve with her is I'm a first-time mom. And I think back, I had my first child at 30. You're not freaking clueless. You are a grown-ass adult. You should know how to take care of a baby or don't have one. But I hate that excuse. I'm a first-time mom. Girl, you're a girl. You're not even a woman. You're acting like a little girl.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's 2025. We can no longer say they ain't got no books. They got books.
Resources are everywhere.
They got books. Not only do they have books, it's free to get a library card.
Well, that in Florida's got some of the best adult
Amazon got
educational
books.
classes out there.
TikTok.
Plenty of free resources. YouTube is a whole university.
And I just have
Plenty
to
of
say,
free.
I agree with
got
all of you ladies from watching and having an actual autistic nephew. He is delayed. And if she sat down and gave him some attention, that kid could catch up in no time. And you guys are right. When she holds him out of school, it's because she sees that he's progressing in life.
That baby's extremely smart.
Oh, very smart. And I think it's very sad that she's holding him back. Rest.
I just don't. At what point does somebody intervene? Like the system. At what point is it enough for the system to intervene?
Y'all have to understand the
At this point
system.
is CPS is failing that child.
Here's the thing. The system can only do so much,
Mhm.
right? At what point does the very people who sitting here singing like they're a fucking Disney character step in and take control of the situation? You're sitting here making songs about the bullshit, but you're not actually stepping in and making a change. If you, the family member, goes and says X, Y, and Z, I am very sure they would probably give Danny's big, wide, big back, dagger-looking ass the motherfucking custody of that baby. However, they don't care. They just put on for the internet so they can get money, so they can get
Exactly.
attention.
Mimi, honestly, Mimi
Listen.
doesn't want. Mimi's afraid she's going to get that baby, and Mimi doesn't want that baby.
That's what it is. That's what T
Well, you
right
also
there.
have
Listen.
to realize Mimi's also 73 years old.
And that's
Would
why
you
she
want to
doesn't
be
want the baby.
73
I get
And
that.
that's why she don't. But listen, I have
But
a twin
Mimi's got
sister.
5 kids too.
I have a twin sister. That girl knows, her sister knows what's going on very much. Just like she can hop on live and battle her, she could hop and tell the truth about what's going on in that house. She doesn't want to tell the truth. She's not. There are people. It's not our job. Okay, we can only do so much. CPS can only do so much without having some fact-finding evidence. Y'all remember that girl who unplugged the monitor of her baby?
On Karen,
Okay.
listen.
When-
She has a thing. So Allie Ray actually called CPS on Gabi. I was going to tell you that on
Mhm, I saw.
Gabi, and she battled her, and now so Gabi defends everything that Allie does.
Mhm.
Y'all have to remember, nobody's in the house with Gabby when those CPS workers show up, and they are taking their reports based off of what Gabby is saying, not based off of what we're saying.
Absolutely.
And I know that Gabby. I know that Gabby.
Sorry, Aunt Karen. Sorry. Go ahead. Go on. I cut Aunt Karen off. I didn't mean to. Sorry. I was just like, yes, I forgot to tell you that.
My question here is,
Oh,
I know
God,
I
they're reporting
personally
me.
called
I'll be
CPS
back.
on a friend, and the first time I called anonymously because I honestly didn't want her to know that I did it. You know what I mean? But then nothing became of it, so I called back and I left my name, and that is when she actually got investigated. Do you guys know if that's really the case? Like, you have to really give your name in order for them to go out?
So here's the thing, like what happened with Allie Ray, right? It depends on, everything depends on circumstances, right? When other people called, Allie Ray went very viral after I had made a video. Several people had made videos about what she did, right? That immediately got noticed. Immediately police were reported. In her situation, and what you're witnessing here is that there's not enough. She hasn't done anything so
egregious that you can't easily walk back, right? The counting of the pills and all of this. So whether or not, like in your instance where you didn't leave your real name and then you did the second time, obviously that's going to push them a little bit more. They need facts, right? They need something, a reliable witness, somebody that's reliable. And we're not reliable. All of us, no matter how much we try, we're not reliable enough unless it's on camera. And until it's on camera and you can't refute that, and it has to be open, there has to be an investigation, that's when something happens. She's getting by with this stuff, doing this stuff off on the side. Like we can pretty much guess she did something by biting. We can guess she either hit him, she bit him, she did something she shouldn't have. That's why he was crying, and that's why he was going to say something. We can infer that, but we don't have enough evidence to prove that. So we are not reliable until it's caught on camera. And she's going to slip up one day. She's going to slip up because she thinks she's not touchable.
Well, some of us that made the report sent videos in, okay?
Yeah, I sent video. I sent that whole video.
Hold on now. I when we sent the videos in, that
let Roseanne.
That one caseworker called me, she called me back because she wanted to take more information on my report, right? So when she called me back, she told me after speaking to Gabi told her that everything she does on here is satirical and for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So the videos that we're sending to her, she's seeing them, but Gabi's telling her it's all skit and for entertainment purposes only. But what we see isn't, it's real life stuff, but she's telling this woman it's a show is what she's telling.
And that's what I'm saying. It has to be very much like you just can't refute that, right? Also, she's able to, like I said, she's going in on the side. We don't have that physical, like, it's not like she's physically hitting him on camera, right? So we're not going to be reliable witnesses on this. And that's why a lot of you guys are, somebody said, frustrated. You are going to be frustrated because she is doing this and she's able to walk it back and say it's just a skit or say it's just this. And I know it's an emotional situation, but listen, CPS is not going to take a child out of the home for something just like her yelling at Cam or him crying in the bathroom. It's not enough.
Karen, can I ask you a question about that kind of?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think I know the answer. Is it true that so even if Danny were to make the same call, suspicious about her taking him to the side and biting him, but because she's the real life sister and may have some real life insight, whether she has video proof or not, Danny's one call compared to 10 or 20 of our calls for the same exact thing, Danny's call is going to just trump ours.
Absolutely.
To all hell.
Absolutely. Because she can say we're trolling her. She can say we're harassing her. It's very easy to say that, but to have a family member and then the family, Danny has proof. There's no way Danny don't have proof. Go ahead, Rose.
The problem is Danny is playing a fucked up game with y'all mental, just like her sister is. They're one and the same. Same embryo, bitch, please. Those motherfuckers is one and the same, okay? And the fact that Danny is, oh, well, you guys call CPS. You guys do it. You guys. Come on, you guys. Bitch, you do it. The fuck? Why are you asking us to do it when you in the house? You see the marks on the baby. You're the one screaming and hollering at her. I've never seen a bitch to have a baby scream on top of their lungs on command. After we hear a loud popping sound, I've never heard that. A 4-year-old with autism, baby, it's not given that if they're that delayed, they can just scream on command. So if your baby don't even wash their ass on command, how they gonna scream on command? Danny, you're the issue. You're part of the problem. Just like your sister, just like the man who had the baby with her, just like all them delayed ass motherfuckers that sit on the panela with the rest of y'all. All y'all delayed.
Karen.
Slow. For real. Because you could get your ass up, and I know that y'all listening. Y'all could all get your behind up and figure it out. But you'd rather come to the internet and play on everybody else's mental because y'all bored, because y'all like attention, because y'all was bullied in school. Because y'all didn't get no attention from y'all parents. And it's showing. So now y'all sit up here and play on the heart of other individuals who actually care about children, people who probably can't even have kids, people who have lost children, and y'all play on the minds of those people and expect them not to be outraged when they're seeing what you're doing. It doesn't make sense at all.
And
Individuals
Rose,
people who are spending thousands of dollars to maybe have a baby, and you sit up here and you have a baby and you're abusing that child, and you are sitting here as a caregiver of that child, and you're not doing everything that you can in your power to protect that baby and his innocence.
and
But
to
you
play
want to
off
get
of
up on
that,
the internet and make songs and
Can
act
I
like
say
you're
a
a
few?
Disney princess around this bitch. Is you cool?
Can I say a few things real quick and I'll drop down? First of all, thank you guys so much for all your effort. Nobody gets any. There's no benefit to anybody except for, getting this taken care of, and all of your efforts and whatnot are so much appreciated by so many people. Rose, I just wanted you to see, and this goes back because I've been waiting to get up here. I don't know if you saw the video where Coco got a hold of his C ring and ran outside with it.
Oh yeah, his COCK ring on live.
Oh, he need one of them.
A rooster ring.
He ran outside with it.
I mean, excuse me, man, he needs an extender. I mean, he's got to have decorations for it. And things.
Yeah.
True.
So, one more thing, and I am not a supporter of either. But first of all, my daughter lost a baby at 20 weeks, so this really cuts deep. The pain that she went through, and as a mother, trying to take that pain away from her, and to see someone blatantly fake her way through this is painful, painful, painful. Another thing, and you're talking about Danny, and I'm not a supporter, but Danny doesn't have a leg to stand on because Mimi beats him down. Mimi beats Danny down. She does not have anything. She does no backing to do anything with this baby. Go look at the videos and see the things that Mimi has said to Danny. And she has
listen. I don't care what my sister says to me. If I see she's abusing her children, they come in with me. You understand me? Because that's the type of person I am. I don't care if I have 10 kids in this house. If you're abusing my nieces and nephews, I'm coming to get them.
I can have all kinds of fucked up shit wrong with me.
Or I'm doing something.
Baby, I could be on one leg limping in a wheelchair. You fucking with my nieces and nephews, I'm on your ass.
I just want to say that Danny did come on here about a month ago, and she did a pretty big live. It was most definitely a money grab, but she called Gabi all the way to the front. She had messaged me privately. This was right after Gabi's big, miscarriage fiasco.
But that's not real. You said it right there. That's not real, though. That's not real.
But we were trying to get her. All they need in the state of Florida are two people that have been in her presence within the past 48 hours to have her Baker acted. And we were trying to get Danny and Mimi to, get Gabi some help. And Danny led a lot of us to believe that she was doing so. And then, came back and
and then left y'all high and fucking dry. Like she had hit the live button. If that pearl licking bitch don't hit the live button and say some shit like I called CPS myself and here's the documentation, look here, I don't want to hear shit.
With all of them, to me, it's a
same
money
thing when
grab. If
somebody
they're going
tried
to do
to-
it, they need to do it behind the scenes. That's the only way it's real. If they're doing something on live, it's just for money. If it's behind the scenes, okay, you don't say anything, you do it, and it's done. Period. Point blank.
We shouldn't know until she physically has custody of him. That's when we should know.
they almost had Danny calling CPS, kind of the same thing they were going to do. Like Feisty said, where they had her to the point where they thought she was going to make the call like the following day, and gets all that praise, just like Rose said, and then she backs out at the last minute after everybody.
thing ever for a creator. So, because sometimes we could go a whole hour without getting a little jelly up there. You need to find the peel box. It's super easy. It's where you do OG support. Not plugging OG right now, but it's literally just, it's super easy. All you do is click the link in my bio. No, click the link in my bio. Are you kidding me, Caleb? This Friday? The P.O. box is right there. Dude, if you ever send something, do not, if you mess up the typo or typing, this is the exact one. You can like screenshot it. I don't have enough room to put it in my bio on TikTok, so dude, Caleb, you didn't have to. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. Kristen, Caleb, we get to open up fan mail on the live. We're anytime someone sends something, unless it's a card, I'll open it and read it off camera because I take that a little personal. Unless you want me to read it out loud. But I do. This is. I'm stoked. I pay every 6 months for a fee for the Peel box, and I was thinking about canceling it because I don't really ever get. We don't even get letters anymore, so that means the world. You can Amber with a go. I haven't seen that one in so long, Amber. There's so many on here. I remember when I did TikTok and they only had like 6 gifts. Yeah, you can click send anyways because Caleb does it through there, Melissa. Oh, is there a message with it, Kristen? Yeah, Christy. Yeah, I prefer the one. I prefer that. I'm grateful for either one, either through anything. I think 2 or 3 people that specifically do the one that starts with a C. And then I have very, very select few that do the one that starts with a P. And then the V.
We'll see. If you don't get it back, if it's this one goes down, we can use mine.
Okay.
What I was going to say before it cut off is I think that the reason like Mimi and all of them let everything go is because it's all to the benefit of them. Like she doesn't have to foot the bill as long as her supporters are footing the bill and keeping her entertained. Like they're all in cahoots together. That's just my opinion. Who paid for that trip, the Great Wolf Lodge trip?
Me, Bobby.
Like what are we like celebrating and taking people to act like that? Like that's how I feel like you guys are all okay with it because you're in cahoots, you keep the same company.
That he will pay for the rest to get the VR, whatever it was. If you want to do it, you absolutely can do it. Tell them, should she do it?
Do what? What are we doing?
If she gives $175 to her brother, he will pay for the rest to get some kind of VR headset for her.
Do it, girl.
What kind of VR is it?
Meta.
Ooh, my husband works for Meta, and he got the Meta Quest 3, and it's super fun. I say go for it.
Okay, go for it.
I say go for it. It's super fun.
I got you, Rhea.
Those things make me sick. They're like so real, but I have a problem with like
for so long,
I don't know. They just make me sick. They're so real. I don't like.
Where's Rosie? Okay, sorry. We had to get a little off topic here for a second. Give me a second. Where's Rosie? Let's find out.
We're gonna try to keep it on topic this go around, ma'am.
Yep. We got to. Is there any other before it so this isn't happening again? Is there any other videos that that need to get out there right now before she tries to take this one down too?
Aunt Karen and Rose, when y'all get in here, just drop in the chat so we can see you.
I invited Rose up.
Let's try to keep all the commentary and stuff to the end because Aunt Karen and them like to go to bed at a decent hour, and Melissa's trying to show these videos. So let's get through the videos and then we can talk about it. Look at that pretty.
Hey, so pretty. That fan might have been on me. Sorry.
That's all right. It's all right. We got accounts for days. There's Karen. Okay.
Girl, you have the most beautiful skin.
She is
gorgeous. Sorry, I
share your secret.
Let Lauren up to you. Do you want to say something quick, Lauren?
Don't be mad, Bestie. You're still my favorite down there in the chat. I promise. I promise. I love Maliners. I'm going to tell everybody. She's my bestie.
Hop in the queue at hashtag BBU so I can get off my main page, okay?
You're good.
So, all right.
Did y'all know that Rose is a makeup artist? Did y'all know that?
Did not.
She also has her own line.
I told him.
Yeah. You listen. You gotta tell people you got makeup coming out and stuff. You got
It's already out, girl. I was live. Everybody was in there. It took Messy Talk to come up and be like, y'all support her lip gloss, because I wasn't gonna say
right. So y'all like the look. You got to get the gloss, right?
Can
I'm
she
gonna get
help
myself
this
some
old
gloss. We
swamp witch
got to
looking
promote.
Can you help
okay,
this
so
old
if something
swamp witch
happens
looking
here,
hag?
hold on. If something happens here, my appeal was approved on the other account, so we're okay. Okay.
Backup page in your queue. Let me comment. I'm gonna put a white heart.
You talking to me?
No, I was talking to Melissa. The BBU, see it in the comments? Bring that one up. Hashtag BBU, Big Back University. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, I'm hearing y'all.
We'll mute you quick. Hopefully that works. Try unmuting him.
I might be in trouble now.
No, you're not in trouble, bitch. I know how to find you. I want to say one thing, then I'm hopping out. I'm about to fall asleep. I'm tired. When people say they're going to call CPS, their main goal is for the child to be taken. CPS is not the best thing ever. I wish that they would push for her to get parenting classes, because apparently she was not parented right. She's 32 years old and acts like she's 12 to 15. She doesn't know how to be a mother, but she swears she does.
That's the biggest thing that we all want. We want her just to get some help to learn how to be a mother, because that boy needs nobody else but his mother and his father. You know, to be good parents.
Experience with the Florida foster system for 7 years with my niece, and it is not something that you want to deal with. Florida's CPS system is extremely broken.
And trying to take someone else's kids, that it puts a burden on you. Because I raised my niece and my nephew. Not that I wanted to, but I stepped in.
I just wanted to say something quickly about CPS. So I work for DHS, particularly Child Protective Services. I'm not going to go into any more, but there's very specific legal bases that have to be proven when you're going to remove a child from a home. Usually, very common right now is drug exposed babies. Other things you're looking at are youth in conflict, where you have a runaway, you have physical abuse going on, or you have like an injurious environment where you usually have like hard drug use going on. So, if you put documents in front of an attorney that has to sign that paperwork for DHS, they're not going to sign it and take that case to court if you don't have solid facts that they can prove, because these cases are typically dependency and neglect cases. That's what they're called. And if they can't adjudicate that parent in a dependency and neglect case and they don't have the evidence, they're not going to take it to court. So she is kind of weaving her way around that right now. It's very hard to pin it down based on, what's going on. I think eventually something could happen, but even so, it won't be a removal necessarily. It might be a court order to do parenting classes. There's all kinds of different, resources that she could utilize. So there's a lot of different things that go into it.
Okay, let's not bring anybody else up now. Let me get through the videos. Okay, let's see here. Where are we at?
I'm hopping out.
You're good, thank you.
And get like me.
I don't know what some of these are. Oh yeah, this is the toothbrush one.
Oh my God.
Then I had the toothbrush one. I was trying to find an unclipped one of it, but I couldn't. I didn't do so good. This was another one of her needing some attention. She knew.
Oh.
Yeah, she knew. She purposely did the. Yeah, she said this was all AI crap. It's pretty good AI.
Shit. 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 Shit.
And then a couple days later, Cam's going, shit.
Shit. My point is to you.
This is. Okay, this is how they left their Illinois apartment, right? Mind you, they had a long time to get this appointment ready, and all she did was sit on live and do diamond art. Okay, I will check it in a minute. And then the very last day, it took them, yeah. So that's, oh, hold on, let me go back. It's hard to tell, but that's all throw up. And this is Cam's bed that they left. That's how they left the fridge. Okay, this. And now if you look right here, do you see something that's always a common occurrence in their house? There's no lids on any of their prescription bottles. None.
When I'm crying crazy, yeah, I got boy problems. That's a human in me. Bling, bling, then I solve them. That's the goddess in me. You could have had a bad bitch, not committed. Happy with your cornbread. Just a little.
And now right here, she says that they didn't leave the fish. That they didn't leave the fish. Do those look like fish that are left in this tank?
Like fish to me?
Yeah, she left the fish. And also Rex, the dragon, that she was complaining wouldn't eat because of mold. But Rex is now safe. I really do not know what happened to the fish. I don't know what happened to them. But I heard that I heard somebody did take them. So I think they're okay. I'm not sure. And then there was another one that the video or the picture is in there, but they never took Coco outside to go potty. They had a balcony with with like artificial grass there. That's where they went. Yeah, the fake. Yeah, that's where they were taking Coco to go potty.
Your call has been forwarded to a fucking voicemail, bitch.
I don't. This is her last miscarriage, right? This is her supposed to be in the hospital. This right here is her fingernails. So, and she claims that she took the discharge paper or pictures the same day she was in the hospital. Fingernails are different.
Leave a message after the tone.
I don't think there's really anything. Okay. And then this picture, this was supposed to be her positive pregnancy test. They claim they got it. I say claim, got it from Google. This is her giving us a lecture on God and Jesus.
Because guess what? God died for our sins. That's why he died on the cross. Because we're not perfect. And we will still sin till the day we go to heaven. Because guess what? God died for our sins.
This was Gabi's reaction after she is being stalked, harassed, and afraid for her life when somebody recorded her last weekend at her vacation, and this is her reaction when somebody told her.
You guys walking out of good.
Look at her smirk. Is she?
Where's the video?
I kind of want to show that because this is how she starts to act. Hold on.
I promise you I would not be smiling if I seen a video of somebody sneaking up on me, recording me in public.
Mm-hmm. So this is what this kind of stuff she does when she gets caught. Right here. Oops, Jesus. Sorry, guys. She's crying under the covers. This is live right now. This one is right now, yes. She's trying to deteriorate everything over. Every time. She's saying she can't go outside or do anything because everyone is whatever. Then get the fuck off the internet. I'm sorry. Okay. We'll just go. We're gonna go back to this.
My people that are in here to stay strong, do not buy this show that she's putting on over there. If you feel the need to go watch, please watch from one of the Fearless accounts. Do not go into her live and give her the numbers. This is all an act. If she was really struggling mentally, she would not have it in her to hit go live. So please do not fall for this tonight. Please don't fall for it.
Okay. So this is the video that somebody had taken and posted that Gabi was very quick to be able to get her hands on. And if I were stalking somebody and want the recording, I would get a lot more than just them walking out someplace. If there's no streamers, you can go to YouTube to Mouse Potato. They're always on it.
Because
this is why she can't work.
I have SSI for my son. That's already out there, so don't come at me for you're the one that said.
Why did she get that for him?
Just because his development is delayed.
Before they deduct it or take it away, so you can't go over the limit. So with my subs being the way it is, for the month of April, I'm limited on how much I can work because Aaron and I are both on it. Well, we're a part of it, the incomes. I got to put on Aaron's income too, so that's fine. Yes. Because he told me. Okay, hold on.
This is when she was emailing the great Londini, if anybody knows who he is on here. And supposedly he was talking back to her.
He must be up right now because he responded to me at hold on. Can you guys drop all of the hate pages right now, please? So I can, because I don't really know. And I don't want to know, but I need to know this.
The great Londini, it was just somebody that pretty much that tried to help people that were being wronged on the internet.
The great Londini is a veteran that does a lot of cyber stuff. He does a lot of good sometimes.
Yeah, and she thought she was, I don't know if she was talking to him or what, but she made people believe that he was helping her.
Someone asked if you had the video that I can't think of his name showed, but she was sniffing and chopping things up in the bedroom with some lady. Mexican homie shared it or something.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I don't have those. I don't know where he got those ones. What?
I want the VR headset, but I don't want to lose all my money.
Well, then you better. Welcome to adulthood, child. I'll talk to you about it in a minute, okay? Okay. CPS told her TikTok called to get off. Okay. This was earlier today, or this was like earlier today. Or yesterday.
I don't know. It's bothering me though. Just don't
Today,
touch it,
okay.
girl. Maybe stress, probably. I'll send every freaking light camera. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing. I'm not gonna stop. They can't break me.
Wait.
Oh, flamingo. Flamingo? What you making? What is that?
How would someone know that he had a rash? Maybe the school called.
The school did not call. The school did not call, you guys. They said it was TikTok.
Don't you have a psych appointment today at for your PTSD at 3
Because
p.m.?
they usually will say, like, the school called us, or they'll say, like, it wasn't the school. It was TikTok. They make up lies. That's what they do. They make up lies. They just said I had feces all over my house.
Nobody said that.
The school has never called. Yep, I see. That's mommy's favorite topic.
That
They
you
didn't
know.
tell me.
So that was that one.
She always tries to say that they tell her who calls. Didn't she try to say that the lady said villain called?
Yep. Let me see. Hold on. I did that one last night. So this was something to do with the proof. If you look at these are the codes that she was claiming that are, if I might be wrong, correct me on this, but isn't that these are the ones that are no longer in use?
Those haven't been used since like the early, I think it was like 2010 was the last time.
Okay, because if you look right here, here's the date, the end part of the date of 12 something 2004, right? So this is what she's saying, that these are the codes of his autism diagnosis.
And for the Gabi watchers in the back, that's coming from people that like do this for a living. I'm in school full time doing this, and there's a lot of women in this chat that do this full time.
Let's see. Okay, there's talking about the codes.
She's really not. It takes her 9 hours just to do my hair.
I'm not boxing anybody at the moment.
I had to beg her to come back and do my hair again.
So mind you, she was pretty brown before she went blonde.
Okay, come get your phone. Before he breaks it. Okay, come get your phone.
You picked the wrong girl. Because when bullies treat you like this, they treat you and they push you off the edge. Well, unfortunately, that's not me. And I'm not good. Oh, now Now shave.
Hold on.
I'm gonna step back.
Something just one.
Right here. This one.
What is that?
Hey, listen.
Put the dog in the cage while I do this, please. That's supposed to be like that?
Miss Gabi, don't go sending pictures to your friends.
I'm not. I would do that to my mom. That's a little worrisome.
So that's where
The doctor.
Gabby was not diagnosed with anything because Gabby didn't do anything today to be able to be diagnosed. Honestly,
Someone asked if you had the one where she asked somebody to mute and you can hear her disciplining him in the background and she thought it was muted.
Yeah, you have that. Yep. Hold on, I do have that one.
That girl was not diagnosed with nothing today.
You know how long it took me to be diagnosed with mine? Months.
You have to have a whole psychiatric evaluation done, and it's not done in a 20-minute time span.
I didn't know that she got a check for Cameron. And so what I'm wondering if that's why
If she's getting a check for him, it's supplemental. So she's only supposed to make so much money a month. That's why they have all of their money going into all these different PayPals and stuff. But that's like money laundering and stuff back there, Gabby Watchers. And that's you're trading on some federal stuff right there, ma'am.
I personally don't believe she's getting SSI on it. I just don't.
I don't think so either.
I don't see anything there that she would get SSI on him for. I just don't. I don't see it. I mean, I do believe he's delayed, but that doesn't automatically qualify you for SSI. With their living situation, with her being on TikTok, all of this, I don't. Maybe she is. Maybe she did. She show it? Has anyone ever seen a check that says this came from the government? I just, if you have, maybe you have, Carrie. I don't know. I just haven't seen it.
I don't think anybody has.
No,
So
I'm not
it was
saying she's not
somebody, I think
delayed.
Carla has. Carla did, right? Somebody seen something because they knew about it in the beginning.
Because it was speculated that it was Mimi's chiropractor doctor friend.
Yep. Okay, I found the one that you were asking about. Here it is. Give me 1 second. I gotta set this back up so it doesn't fall over. I had it. I just forgot to send it to my phone.
She's still working, delivering those whatever she does.
No, that's where I played that video. She admitted that she cannot do Spark because she'll make too much money.
She said today that she wasn't going back to work because she simply just doesn't want to.
Okay, this is the one that they were talking about. This was last week.
No, it's not yours. No. Can I cover the ass too?
Hold on. Yes.
No, she did. You seen it. So Karen actually really did mute because you see, because if you look right here, it's kind of blurry. It mutes just like it did when that one time when she was in the garage.
I would like to throw in there the next day Cameron ended up with a black eye, and it was said that the dog did it, but it was the very next day after that live took place, Cameron was shown on screen with a black eye.
This is the stuff, I don't know if you got it sent to you on Karen. I can send it to you too, but this is what she uses for her, let's see. Apparently her, oh my gosh, autism diagnosis, right?
Hers?
Yes, or not hers, for Cam, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I didn't see this, but yeah, you can definitely send it.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it because it's a little hard to read. But this is her ADOS, is that how you say ADOS summary that she had done. And it was just, let's see. Where's the one? So this is what she also tried. But if you look right here on this one, I'll send it to you. She said that this is part of it, but on that same summary, it says autism spectrum disorder as eligibility category is not a concern.
Do you have the ability to click into her live right now?
Yeah, I'm in it on my computer.
I can play it while you're doing that if you want me to, Melissa. I've got it over here. She's talking about the psychiatrist told her today she needs extensive therapy from her cyberbullying PTSD.
Well, absolutely. But the one thing is, right? Okay, so listen, and I am no therapist. Let me flip my camera. I am no therapist, but I've been in therapy for a lot this last 5 years, 4 years or so, because I've been through a lot. When I went through all of that, and for them to diagnose me and everything else, they would say she has way more than just PTSD. There's a little other something that goes through with it, according to everything that she has said. They would absolutely tell her to get the fuck off the app because that is a trigger. And you don't just go on and be like, this is what happened to me, and they say you have PTSD. It's complete darkness. You can't.
You guys want to watch her, please go to one of the Fearless 15 accounts. Fearless 15, I think 5 and 3 are streaming right now.
She was supposed to go at 3 o'clock her time, and what was she doing at 3 o'clock her time? She was online. She was on the app. I don't know if I'm missing any of the ones that you guys want to be shown. There was so much that I don't know.
The thing that gets me right now is, was it I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before. I haven't been really watching her. I've been watching clips. Is I saw where she said, I think maybe it was when she was talking about PTSD the other day. She says, no, I haven't been diagnosed with anything. Because somebody said, are you bipolar? And she says, no, I have never been diagnosed with anything besides ADHD. Then why is she taking Lexapro? Why isn't that a antidepressant?
They do it for, yeah, it's for antidepressants, sometimes for anxiety too.
But don't you have to be diagnosed with anxiety to get anxiety meds?
I don't know, because you legit can go into the hospital and say I'm having anxiety, and they give you anxiety meds, but it's not like Lexapro.
But I mean,
they'll give them to you for flights and different things as well, so you don't necessarily have to have a diagnosis if you're like a nervous flyer or a nervous traveler.
meshing well with her.
See, I think she's got like she must have like two different kind of doctors. Like either one's a teledoc and then she has an actual and they don't know. But I think like doesn't pharmacies they track your medications?
Yeah, there's
Telehealth
yeah.
doesn't track a regular pharmacy.
Oh, they don't.
It's all tracked. My sister's a nurse. Even when you go to a doctor to get it into or you go pick it up at the pharmacy, they know that's how they track things now, because people used to overprescribe and people used to visit different doctors to get different things. So every nurse, every doctor, when they enter it into the system and
Even want to give me amoxicillin. They don't give you nothing.
Right. One more thing I wanted to bring up.
I found two more that would be good to watch. Sorry, go ahead, Austin. You can talk first.
Oh, I just wanted to put this out here real quick. Is as somebody that has
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, Austin. I don't mean to interrupt you, but she's been laying in her bed crying that she was, this is what happens, this is what happens. And now she's currently standing in the kitchen with a fork, rubbing it all on her face, all around her neck, nodding her head yes, and stuff like that. I don't know what in the hell she's doing, but this, for people that have been
attention
in this position, it's extremely triggering. So if you have ever, please, you guys just please don't go over there.
She's wanting people to call
The only
the
hope
police.
she has left is to blame all of her actions on lives like this and people that are speaking out, because she's, losing people. And the only people that are left are people who are falling for this and truly feel bad for her. So she's got to keep this game face on, because that's her only hope.
Yep.
She
She
crying
wants
now
people
or
to say, "Are
laughing?
you okay? Are you okay, Gabby? Are you okay?" These people are horrible for what they're doing to you, Gabby. They're such bullies.
Okay,
She makes
hold
me
on.
sick.
I don't know who told me to check Reddit, but where am I checking on Reddit? But here you go. Hold on. Oh, she's crying. And guys, you have to remember, Gabby's very good at making herself cry.
Her crying has to be one of the worst cries I've ever heard in my entire life.
She's 100% an actress, but she's rubbing that fork all over her neck and everything else. But this is what bothers me, is we don't know who's watching these lives. And there could be somebody in that live right now that thinks that there's nothing else to live for. And this woman is like, it's okay, I'm going to do it too. She doesn't know who's sitting on the other end of the screen that can be feeling this way. And because she's doing it, they say, oh, well, I can do it too. This is sick.
Hold on. I gotta show something. I know why you want me to check Reddit, because the pictures of my house we're putting on Victoria. Sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Yep. No, not that one. But no, the one that's after me that keeps reporting me. Yeah, I did once live like this. I did once live like this.
The old school one.
Yes, because I absolutely was in a depressed state. Thank you very much. Sorry, I don't mean to get into that, but geez Louise.
Melissa, I'm not trying to speak for you, but I'm going to say something just for a minute out of experience, okay? If you truly care about Melissa and you care about her mental health, you won't send nothing else like that to her Snapchat. You know that she feels a certain type of way about Victoria, and for you to be sending her this stuff when she's trying to focus on Gabby, that's some fuck shit in my opinion, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't do that to her anymore. Every single time somebody sends her something about Victoria, it throws her completely off track. She starts freaking out. This woman is legit stalking her. Please don't send her nothing else about Victoria. I'm sorry, Melissa, but
I know, I'm sorry,
girl.
I'm sorry. When I said that there's somebody out there that's not with her, that's
hold on. We're not gonna let you go down like that, Melissa. We all got stuff we got to clean up. Okay, I got this whole stuff. We not gonna let you go down like that. We all doing stuff. We all got to organize a little bit better. So what was that picture for?
That was
Okay.
okay.
Right.
Just so people know we all got stuff going on. Nobody's
It was
perfect.
just, I had a vindictive ex that decided that they were going to post how I lived at one point in a depressive state because he made me not want to leave my house and everything else. And so he posted all that shit. I have a fucking stalker on here, a legit stalker. Okay? When I'm telling you I've asked her to leave me alone, I get messages daily from her that she said that she was going to post these pictures again, and she did. And I don't care. I've thrown them out there. But just leave me alone. That's all I want is for her to leave me alone.
It's real life. We all live it. I don't think a single person of the 836, 841, and nobody's judging you. I just showed mine. Everybody's got a mess of some kind, but yeah, she needs to be stopped. She's been doing this for a long time, but I definitely agree with what she said. Like some things, if Melissa sees it on her own, then she sees it on her own. But people that have been around Melissa for a long time knows this is the person she's been dealing with for a while. So I just feel like if Melissa sees it, then she sees it. But let's just hope that she doesn't, because it does no good.
I don't know how many times I've showed my house since then. You know,
Melissa,
like
it's no big deal. We all go through stuff. Forget that. It's no big deal. You got it.
oh, I'm gonna clarify one thing though. It is not the lawyer Victoria. It is not Icky Vicky Victoria. It is one. Her name once on here was Cocoa Puffs, and she wanted to be a part of the awareness. She could not keep her her mouth got her in trouble, and a lot of people realized who she was, and then that just pissed her off. Okay, now continue. This right here is when Gabi logged into the troll account that they made.
Okay, do you guys like my username?
It was Gabi CPS, and Gabi's going to jail.
I wanted to say something to Token, like what she was saying earlier. Today on the live, whenever, I don't know if you guys saw, whenever they were saying that she called her son the serial, you don't know what I'm talking about? I can't say it on here.
Yep.
But she was talking about, I'm a first-time mom, and I was in the trenches, and I feel like that's also really bad content for anybody watching. Like, as a first-time mom, like, that is not something that I don't know, just the message is terrible. And like, I wanted to say too, I came here earlier just to say that, like, I found this girl like a week ago, and I had no idea how crazy all this was until y'all's live last night. And I just wanted to say that I thought y'all did really good for spreading the information. And like, I would have never known if it was not for your live how absolutely batshit this woman is. Like, I have never in my life seen anything like this.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I just thought she was like a little delulu, like, okay, she's a little weird. Like, and I feel embarrassed because literally I was just in her, like, I was even like chatting, and then I saw your live and I was like, oh my God, I am so embarrassed. Like, I cannot believe I even engaged with this. Yeah, but I don't agree with, but anyways, thank you for that. Like, this is crazy.
Y'all mods, I'll give you guys can block whoever. Like, block whoever. I'm done. Yeah, so those that asked,
I already got Pancake, y'all. Y'all can calm down. I blocked her.
She used to troll herself. And that's where I have a hard time thinking. I think she purposely went on this account and to expose herself. Some people think that she got on and then she realized later. I don't know, but this is her thing, right?
My phone's not working.
She blames it on Aaron.
My account's not working.
Gabi wants us to stop this. That's why her live right now was disturbing.
I probably should get off because he's gonna kill me.
Yeah, so that's where she did her own. And then
Gabby, you have the power to stop all of this. You just have to like take accountability and make amends and
5 went down. Yeah.
Truth be told, she doesn't even have to get on here and take accountability to none of us because we're nothing but a bunch of strangers. She needs to look that 4-year-old in the face and do what she needs to do as a mother.
yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Accountability to the people she owes it to, for sure.
She just needs to log off. It don't have to be a permanent thing. Just log off and get yourself together. I don't understand why she feels it's so important to prove herself to us. We're not some of them are financing her, I guess. Maybe that's, but I just don't get it.
And you know what?
I could never.
Nobody's asking for perfection. Like Lauren brought up a good point. What you're saying, that this is a new mom, you're a new mom, first time mom, this is how things are. Like, that's not true. And you're putting that out there. And we're not saying you got to turn around and turn a new leaf today. But we do want some accountability for Cam. That's all we're
Do you
saying.
know how much support she would have if she would really, like, how much support she would really have if she would just flip what she is doing? And like, I feel like there's got to be some ounce of her that wants to end all the stuff she's doing, but then again, I'm not really sure, because every time I start to feel like that, something else happens, and I just think that she really needs to go somewhere and get well. I think it's a lot of mental issues, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like until the deep-seated issues are really handled, there's never going to be a real lasting change.
As like a new watcher, one of the first things I noticed in her live was how absolutely chaotic and manic it is. And as a mother, I think most of us are mothers, or some of us are mothers, it doesn't matter. We like set the tone in our house, right? Like how you wake up your kids, like how you're, you like, we set the tone. If we're crazy and absolutely, you know what I mean? Like our kids are going to feed off that. Or if we're yelling, like they're, you know what I mean? Like that child has like absolutely no chance. Well, we all know, but this is just for me, like my first perspective of everything. Like the other night when she's cooking dinner, she's like screaming, like, you want pancakes, you want this, you want, like, first of all, you don't give a child 100 options. You're screaming. You have every light in the house on. It's almost bedtime. Like, it was just like the most chaotic thing I've ever seen in my life. And like, as a mom, like, you set the tone, and her tone is, there's no chance for him to ever feel peace or calm, or, I mean, to even know what the hell he's supposed to do. Like the direct, I mean, it's just like, it's insane. I was even telling my husband, he thinks I'm crazy, but I mean, I was like, oh my God, look at this. Like, it was crazy. I mean, sorry.
Well,
I get off on a rant, but
any other mother that's in here that has a child that's been diagnosed with whatever level of the spectrum, that mother, I can guarantee you, they can tell it in the chat. They went out and educated themselves on how to cope with these children on the spectrum. And Gabby's not doing that. Watch her. She looks for advice from strangers on the internet. Just earlier tonight when he had on just one, what do I do to get slime out of his hair? I don't know what to do. There's no, even the diaper rash. She
asked Alexa.
She's sending pictures of his privates to moderators and stuff because of a diaper rash. And she's fussing at us because we're over here talking about it, but she hasn't gotten his consent either. He's a human being just like we are, and he deserves privacy just like we do. And she's not.
And everything feeds off energy. And I house ran off pure. That's when I realized, because I do have kids, that's when I realized, like, if I'm calm in the morning, everybody's calm in the morning. Like, I set the tone. So even my daughter and I were at odds this morning, but I have to keep my cool so that everything just goes cool. So that's just it. Energy feeds off energy. That's just it.
Out to you,
yeah,
CJ, for admitting that and for even telling us 10 years. Shout out to you for just even being able to say that.
Yes, ma'am. We do recover. We really do. The Aunt Karen, I don't know if this matters to you or not, but to the Gabi watchers that are in here, I just received a recording. I thought Gabi was making gestures to hurt herself over there with that fork, and she actually said the haters need their throats slit with that fork over there, is what she said. So
She's mentally ill, so.
No, she is. She absolutely is.
That's another thing too. I feel like if she even cared, I mean, she could start taking her medications correctly, get an evaluation. Like she could turn this all around, but she doesn't want to. And even like me, I was like giving her advice about potty training. That was the first live I was in. And she just, I mean, not like I'm somebody, but it's just like there was multiple people in there, maybe just as delusional as me, the first live they were in, maybe, but like she does not, that's not what she wants. She does not want like, and like mother to mother advice, or like this worked for me or my kid, or I potty trained 4 kids, whatever. She doesn't want that. I don't know what the hell she wants, but
It's like Rose said. A lot of us wear our heart on our sleeves, and we see somebody and we instantly go, oh, I can help. I've been in this situation. I know how to potty train somebody, or here's what I've been using. We're also eager to teach someone, right? And
yeah.
that's why, Lauren, you were ready to be like, oh, well, here's some advice. But like you said, she doesn't really want that advice. Being a mom and being realistic and understanding what it takes to raise a child, she's not trying to raise Cam. She is just trying to let him run around, do whatever she can, get caught on camera, as long as it doesn't make her look too bad, so she doesn't get him fully taken away or anything like that. She does not care.
Wait till
She
he
does
becomes
not
a
care.
teenager. She's going to wish that she did care.
What?
Yeah,
When you don't raise your kids
No,
correct when they're
because
young, you have a big problem when they're a teenager. That's what I was saying. Like, she might not care now, but when he gets bigger than her and things are still going the same way, it is not going to be all fun and games like she thinks it is now.
because you're 100% right. What you're setting him up for and what she's setting herself up for is somebody that she cannot handle. The person he will become if there's no intervention for her, the person that she will not be able to help.
There's one more I wanted. Does anybody have where she woke Cam up in the middle of the night to comfort her? That's the other one.
Sorry,
But I mean,
didn't mean to
no, you're good.
do that.
I posted that on the Reddit, that I don't know the mom's name. I think it's like Jolie or something, but her son Cash, the autistic kid, he rocks. Like, have y'all seen her? I mean, she's viral on here. Anyway, he really hurts her because she doesn't have it under control. And I had posted that, like, that's gonna be her. Like, she just like excuses the behavior, and I'm like, I don't know. She does not handle anything correctly, and I'm not an autistic mother, and I know he's not. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I'm not, so I can't speak on it. But she doesn't handle any situation correctly, and he is going to grow into a full-sized.
I don't mean to interrupt. Before you do that, I've got Blessed Mama in the box. She's the one that reached out to me this morning. If we can give her the floor for a few minutes, and you guys just let her speak, because I know she doesn't have long to be on here. She's got a baby to take care of. So if y'all can just listen to Blessed Mama for a minute and show her some love in the chat. She's a beautiful soul. So y'all just give her a moment.
Hey ladies, sorry I was tied up this evening with my little ones.
You're good. Welcome.
Thanks. So this has been very hard for me with Gabi. Thanks. So I have a 5-year-old that's autistic. He is nonverbal, and when she uses that term, it just she has no clue. Like, I'll watch her. I don't know why I put myself through it, but I'm to the point, like, I want to see something done. It's totally wrong. She's hit me on so many areas, but I can deal with the other areas. But when you deal with my son, and there's such a huge spectrum when you talk about autism, and when she uses the nonverbal, I would love to be able to have the nonverbal that she's talking about. I've waited 5 years for my baby to say I love you or mama. And just this week was the first time he waved bye-bye to me at school. The first. Like, she has all the time in the world. If her baby is on the spectrum, she's failing him in so many areas. I start my day at 4:30. I work a full-time job. My baby goes to OT, ABA, and speech. And then I have another child that's 6 that I'm pulled in between a normal child and a child with special needs that needs a lot of me. But I have to spread my time with that. Plus, I'm married, but my husband works a second job just so that my baby can get everything that he needs. We do everything in the world that we can to make the best life for our babies. And we adopted our babies at birth. I'm 50 years old, raising a 5 and a 6.5-year-old. And if you don't think I'm tired, I'm tired. But would I trade it? Not for $1 million. And I mean, I can remember sitting in that doctor's office, and I knew something was kind of wrong, but I wasn't really sure because no parent wants to hear that. But when they handed it over, the paperwork to me, and they said, he's nonverbal and he's autistic, part of me felt like that was like a death sentence, kind of. But I had a choice. I could either let that be the label for him, or I could do something to make the best for his life. And my husband and I mean, that's not what we wanted. But God knew that he needed us, or he wouldn't have placed that baby in our life. Because we had tried for several years to have babies, and it just didn't happen. And all of this with Gabi is totally wrong. Just wrong on so many aspects. She doesn't know what a real special needs parent goes through on a daily basis. There's hardly any sleep. I mean, and my babies never see me cry. I'm the toughest person in the world around my kids. I pretend that our life is absolutely perfect because that's all I ever want for them. And my crying is in my car, in between appointments when my son's in an appointment, or in my shower, or when that's night. Because it is a lonely, lonely journey. My husband and I don't have family. All we have are the 4 of us in this house. You know, and like we try to make connections with churches, and until my son turned 4, they no longer accept him in the classroom at our church because he can't sit at a table like other kids. So they've told us he can't be in this class. So now we have to take turns going to church. One stays home with him and one doesn't. And that's not what we want. We want our son included. You know, and so now I'm putting something else on my plate to try to bring inclusion into churches, because he's no different than any other child. He just has a disability. And this is just, I don't know. I don't reach out like this. I've never done anything like this, but this just hit me so wrong. But for her to do this because she puts a label on that baby. And I don't know. This is just wrong in so many areas. And I'm not the only special mom. There's so many of us out there, but I don't think until you actually see what somebody goes through you don't really know. You can say I have a special needs child, and somebody might say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Don't be sorry. I mean, God gave him to me. He gave him to other parents because he knew that we could handle it. At times, we're like, I can't do this. But I always pick myself up and just keep going because I know it's for him. I mean, there's days I'd give anything to be sitting and doing diamond art all day long. But that's not the life of a special need mom. You're always fighting for that child for something. Like, I have to be his voice. He has no other voice. But I know I don't have to hear his voice on a daily basis to know that my baby loves me, because he gives me the best hugs and the best kisses all day long. And that's what keeps me going. It's because I know I'm doing something right, because he loves me. And I don't see Cam coming to her on a daily basis and get on this day.
Amazing woman. You didn't have to take those babies in, but you did. You're an amazing woman. And when I talked to my following earlier today, I have a lot of young ladies on my side over here that have children that are on the spectrum. And I'm going to encourage you guys to start getting together, because you're not alone. You're not alone. And Suba has followed you, and she has sent you a message if you haven't gotten it already, Michelle. She also has two would get along and be able to compare stories and support each other fabulously.
I also think, Blessed Mom, first of all, thank you so much for sharing, because this is why we're all here, really, to listen to. And you have brought it home so much by sharing your story. Not only that, I don't know if anybody's ever told you to also grieve the child you thought you were going to have as well. And it's okay to love the child you have, but it's also okay to grieve what you lost, what you thought you were going to have. And that's important to acknowledge, because you are supporting and you are giving love. And I want you to tell your story, because people really need to see what you're going through, and I think that could be very therapeutic for you. I know you have a lot on your plate, but I just have to say, just you talking to us have even put this Gabby perspective, like, just to hear it from somebody like this. You, like you said, you wish you could hear what, you know what I mean? That hits, and I appreciate you even saying that. So thank you.
I just want to thank you for sharing. I think it's super impactful. And I know you said you've never done anything like this. So I think that people like you sharing how things affect you, I think that that's what's necessary for things like this to stop. But you're just truly a warrior, and the whole entire chat wants to give you a hug. So you're getting 1,000 hugs at this point, just so you know.
I'm going back in
Thank
my
you for
room.
sharing. I know it was hard too, and you're a super mom, and you're brave, and I wish you all the best.
Don't let her get to you. Gabby, don't. I know it's hard. It is really hard to let some of these people get to you, but
Y'all, I have to go to bed.
yeah, I'm getting off here too. And I'm sorry this wasn't for everybody.
Thank you.
These are hard to organize sometimes, especially with someone like Gabby. So I hope you all have a great evening, and take care. Thank you, Aunt Karen, for coming too.
Thank you guys for having me,
Karen.
Already.
And I'll send you those papers, the copies of the papers.
Tonight we're going to